Hello, everybody. Once again, it is me, Mirashay GN, on Paradise Theater to stream some New Amsterdam. And I think how we'll start is we see two guys, right? It's right after a firefight. Clearly, there's bodies on the ground, and these two guys are dressed in suits are kind of going through these river rats who they killed, going through their pockets. One of them goes, "You know what I think?" Goes, "No, and I don't care what you think." He goes, "Well, you ever think about that guy named Plato?" No. And I don't really want to. He goes, "Well, he had this thing, right? It was called like the fucking allegory of the cave or some shit like that, where it's like fucking these guys, right? It's three of them. You've heard this one?" And he fucking doesn't even wait for him to answer, and he goes, "Anyway, there's these three guys, and they're all chained up in a cave, and essentially, they got these fire and shadows, and they think because the only thing that they can see is the shadows on the cave. That's what life looks like." He goes, "What? They can't see their fucking hands?" Well, that's not the fucking point. It's not. It's a fucking allegory. Remember? It's allegory of the cave. You know what allegory means? He goes, "I know what fucking allegory means." God, jackass. He goes, "Well, you know how like they get set free, and then they see the world around them, and it's like, holy shit, like it's not just the fucking shadows and shit anymore, right? So like, what if it's like that?" And like the other guy in the suit stops for a minute and gives him like this slow look and just goes, "Like what? The fuck are you talking about?" And he's like, no. See, like, look, right now, we just shot up a bunch of fucking river looking for some fucking piece of whatever, and now we're digging through their bodies. But what if we're not doing that?" I don't follow you. No. What if, instead of that, we're like pewter or something? Or like, maybe like a figment of someone's imagination or something? And he looks and goes, "You fucking kidding me with this shit? They pay you to think?" He goes, "No, they pay me to shoot people." He goes, "Yeah, good. Because you're really shit at thinking." Oh shit, that one's moving. And then the other guy just blasts him in the head. And we pull back. And we see the intro card for New Amsterdam. We pull back down. It is the club. The night. Tartarus, one might even say. Which, by the way, some of you might notice. Do I have it on Tartarus right now?
Yeah.
Some of you might notice down to the south, there is a little bit of work that has been done. The net running suite has been revamped.
What is today?
Today is we're gonna say it's like 2 days from when we last were, which would have been
October
the first.
3rd?
Yeah, October 3rd.
Okay.
Yes. So we're seeing like construction crews kind of like moving around, and like, Crumb Kenny, Switch, and Crumb Kenny, Switch, and what's his name? Requiem are all kind of moving stuff around. And Cash, you're overseeing this. It's almost done. All that's left is to hook up all the servers. The foreman comes up to you and hands you a receipt. Kind of goes, "It's always a pleasure working for the club here. If you got any more work, give us another call, eh?"
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Kind of goes, "Absolutely." And the bio lock there on that door, it was sticking originally, so we just wholesale replaced it. I didn't charge you for that.
Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Kind of nods, and he'll tip his fucking hard hat and be like, "All right, boys, let's go. That's all geek work now." And they all kind of grumble and fucking walk out, and they are inevitably going to go to the bar upstairs, like,
Of course.
So Cash, you are now kind of looking over this domain of yours. What's your what? How does that look? What are you doing?
I like it. I'm like, my desk is clean for the moment because it's all new.
Sure,
And
sure.
I'm just kind of like, I don't know, when you get a new vehicle or like a new something and you just
Mm-hmm.
kind of like oogle it for a minute, like
Mm-hmm.
that's what Cash is doing. Is she's just kind of oogling the situation as a whole.
Yeah.
But kind of have to snap out of it just a little bit, and I need to call my people in together.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so I'll just kind of like poke my head in. I'm assuming they're in the server room right now.
Yeah, they're getting some stuff set up. In
Yeah.
the did you tell them to set up this server, or are you gonna set this server up?
Um, the server that they have access to, that's mine. I'm gonna set that up myself.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, this is yours. This is theirs.
just exists, and I'm the only one that knows it exists currently. So that's fine. Oh, but I'm gonna call him into my office, my
Okay.
brand new fancy office, and just be like, guys, you have a second?
Yeah, and they all kind of go in. Crumb Kenny plumps himself onto the couch, while
Mhm.
meanwhile, of course, Requiem and Switch sit down in the chairs that you have.
Right, that's fine. So I'm gonna like lean up against the desk, kind of in between them where the chairs are. Be like, we're we're a team, and I appreciate you guys, and I want you to know that everything that we do together. So you got paid. That's fucking exciting.
Yeah.
And I wanna break it down to exactly how payment's gonna go. We got paid 10 grand. 2,000 is going to go towards the business itself, and everybody, including myself, we're each going to get $2,000. And as we continue to do business, we're going to split this evenly, because we're a team and you deserve to feel appreciated. And I'm not any better than you. We're here doing the job together, and I appreciate you. So we're all going to get paid the same.
They all kind
And
of. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna start passing out their fucking cred sticks. Like, just here you go.
Yeah, and fucking Switch like takes it and goes, solid move. Respect. Kind of
Yeah.
stucks in her pocket, and Requiem kind of grabs and goes, fuck. Pretty good payday. Kind of grabs it, and he probably grabs Kenny's as well and tosses it at Kenny, who kind of snatches it weirdly, deftly out of the air. Sometimes he does shit like that. He goes,
Yeah.
oh shit, 2,000?
Yeah.
And he kind
Yeah.
of like looks at you, he has a big grin, he goes, can I hug you?
I don't like that.
Okay, sorry about that. Didn't mean to, my
We
bad.
can fist bump. Do you want a fist bump? Because we
And
can
he
do
like,
that.
he like holds out his fist at like kind of a weird angle.
Yeah, I'll fist bump him.
Yeah. He's like,
Oh shit.
nice
Which arm
bones.
would it be? It would be, I'd probably use the fucking metal arm for that one. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
almost too much, and I don't mean for it to be too much, but it's like almost too much. Like when we fist bump, it's like he fucking got popped by a wall.
Oh, yeah. And he just like, he probably, fuck.
Sorry, my
He's
bad.
like, nah, it's cool. I've never done bones with a boss before. That's sick.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. Just
Yeah.
continue doing good work, and I'll continue to pay you like an equal. I mean, listen, if you're gonna fuck off or you're gonna make bad choices, then we're gonna talk about it. But if we all work together and we're all doing our best and
Yeah.
maintaining a good work life balance, which I know is hard with the dweller chair, but at least you get some time off after the dweller chair.
And when you say work-life balance, I think all three of them kind of chuckle.
Yeah, right. No,
Yeah.
that's fair,
Like,
because
this
we
is, you
don't
guys
have
are
that.
net runners. There is no
Yeah.
such thing as a work-life balance. Like,
Yeah. I realize what I've said. They are
yeah.
all basically me, and that's unfortunate for them. I hate
Yeah.
that for them.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, do your best. Get your sleep and fuck right. And you don't have to live here. It's nice that you are here. So
Yeah, and
yeah.
probably at this point, Switch is like, or Requiem's like, yeah, I mean, we got a little family going on. I mean, like, hell, fucking Switch and I go on jogs in the morning. You want to come? And Kenny's like, wait, you guys go on jogs? And he goes, oh shit, yeah, we do. And Switch just like shoots him daggers, and he's like, do you wanna come, Crumb Kenny? He goes, man, can you not call me that? Besides, I'm good. I don't jog. I got that natural physique. And just immediately there is like a look of relief, and like Switch is like, you're still welcome though.
Oh, yeah. What time? Like, is it real early? Like,
5 a.m.
you know, that is real early. If I am ever awake that early and I am not busy that early, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But like, where do you go? Like, where do
We
you
just
start?
run around. We just run along the canal. We
Oh,
want to
that's
get
nice.
back. We usually do a hour jog with a stop at coffee or something.
Yeah, right. You know what? Maybe I will take you up on it one morning. I'll do my best. That's
Yeah,
that's really early. Like,
and Switch probably shrugs. She doesn't really care. Requiem gives you the fucking puppy dog eyes. Like he's fucking like, ah, come on, like sort of thing. But Requiem or Switch doesn't give a shit. She's just like, okay,
right. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I feel like Cash is the type of person that goes to sleep at 5 a.m. So it's
yeah.
like, oh.
Wow, Cash is
Well,
like me in so many ways.
yes,
Relatable.
yes. This is
Makes bad
Robert.
decisions, goes to bed at 5 a.m. Both of those things are the same thing.
She's making better decisions, though, maybe.
Yeah, I suppose. That makes sense.
I don't know,
Um,
slightly less bad decisions.
hell yeah. But yeah, so yeah, and I think that probably at this point Switch goes, all right, we still got to get these SCSI ports formatted, make sure that we've got all of our dev connects hooked up right. You got to format the BIOS, and like looks over at Crumb Kenny and goes, you are working cable management because somehow you're good at that. And Kenny's like, yeah. And
God, imagine being specialized in out of anything that. Oh yeah,
Cable management.
he's good at the cable management. Real.
yeah,
man,
yeah.
That sucks.
That's something. That's a skill. It's a
Yeah.
usable, workable skill. Was it worth 2,000 credits? I don't know.
I was gonna
But
say, out of every other important thing, that has to be done around here.
I know.
I mean, they say that a kingdom will die with no roads, and I guess a computer will die with no cable management.
It's true. It's true. Like that shit gets
My
crazy.
computer begs to differ.
Yeah, that's fair. Same here.
I'm I do want to pull Switch aside and
Okay.
have a quick chat with her.
Yeah, so maybe like Requiem and Kenny start bullshitting as they are about to head out, and you grab Switch.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what's up?
Close the door.
And she'll close the door. She'll
Yeah.
look at you a little bit. She actually won't give you any kind of facial expression. She just is completely. That's her go-to, is completely neutral.
Right. I think I'm gonna need some help with something. And I don't know how I don't I need to do something on the sly,
Mhm.
and I trust you and I trust the team. The question is, like, if you were to be tortured for this information, would you be able to not give away information? Like, I'm just
And
curious.
she kind of like looks at you with this real weird look, like, and
I
she's
know.
like, "What are you asking me to do, Cash?"
Well, I mean, I guess, you know what? Nothing right now. Let me see if I can figure some shit out on my own. And if I can't, then maybe we'll talk. But
And
yeah.
she probably looks at you and she goes, "Hey, listen, I'm here and hanging, but just to let you know, if it's something that it's better off that I don't know, and that I end up getting my nose cut off or worse because I do know,
Mhm.
I'd hope you'd have the judgment to do me the right favor."
Yeah, I think that judgment's coming in clearer and clearer every moment. I'm gonna let you go.
She kind of nods and goes, "All right, let's make some fucking
Okay.
money."
Let's make some
And
fucking money.
yeah, and she'll walk out, and you'll hear something bang, and she'll go, "Kenny, I'll fucking kill you." And we are going to cut from there. We are actually going to cut up to we're gonna you know what? So we have one really big thing that I know. We're gonna cut to Cachette. Hey Cachette, how are you doing?
I'm here.
Okay. So Cachette, you are in North right now, I am assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have actually been set up with a meeting. Which you've been set up with a meeting with the heads of union, right? And basically you've been set up with a meeting with the heads of union in their own headquarters. Sorry. I had to respond to a message. And you're set up. You've been told the names of these people. There's 3 of them. There is Edvard Brix. So let me actually put that in chat. There is Sarah Steen. And there is Jesper Peel. And basically, you've been told by Ingvar, hey, these are the guys you're going to talk to. They are going to bring you up to speed on the situation. You got to make a good impression. You got to tell them what's up, right? Because Ingvar has not told them your deal, like about the Meganaut or anything, but he has told them, hey, this guy right here, he wants to capitalize on the Nord situation to get rid of United Front. So what is Cash like, or not Cachette? What is Cachette like wearing? How is he presenting himself?
Probably kind of like he did with the business deal for. Oh God, what was her name?
Anastovia.
Yeah, Anastovia, where it's not like business or even business casual, but it is edge runner business, if that makes sense.
No, that totally makes sense.
Too formal to be like just some average choom off the streets, clearly showing that they are a person not to be fucked with in the sense that they either have the money or the skill or a little bit of both.
Right.
To take care of themselves, and is comporting themselves like this is not a business deal, but this is something to be taken seriously.
Sure. Perfect. And kind of as you're doing that, you're in a van that is actually being driven by one of Ingvar's employees, and she's clothed, actually.
Yes.
Believe it or not. And basically, she's kind of driving you through Nord, and you're taking a lot of backsides. You start over in Sixhaven, where his warehouse roughly is, and you actually wing a left through Adam Tower, which is an old ruined lookout point, right? That is kind of turned into a industrial waste area, and then you pull into a neighborhood. She seems kind of tense when she's going through Adam, and you see, she kind of tells you to keep your head down and like not draw attention as you go through Adam, because you do see a couple Nazi patrols going through
Right.
there.
Right.
But finally, once you cross the bridge out of Adam, she relaxes, and you find yourself in a neighborhood that is full of warehouses that have been converted to living spaces. And really not a bad job either. These are a lot of collective areas. Now, it's October, right? It's October 3rd?
Yes.
So it's cold as fuck, right? You're already getting into the winter temperatures. And, if you think it's cold and rainy in the summer, it gets up to like 50 the summer. It gets down to like -20. So you're getting towards that median ground between those where it's probably 35, 40, somewhere around there, because it's midday. And you pull forward and you see this massive building that is clearly been preserved. It's a big concert hall. On the top, it has Concert Gemmel on the front. And you see that there's this big, sloppy, gross-looking lake behind it, like a big pond lake sort of thing. It takes up a whole city block, so I consider it closer to a lake than a pond, but
a stagnant lake kind of deal.
Exactly. But you pull up to this concert hall, and she pulls in front of it. Says, I can't go any further. This is you. I'll wait on the outside, get a coffee or something.
And he'd nod his thanks to her and step out.
Yeah, and you step out into the brisk air. The wind and rain kind of catches what hair is visible, if any. And yeah, you stand before this big concert hall, and the two doors are open, and there are two dudes in jumpsuits. They look like some sort of like industrial plant jumpsuits with patches all over the shoulders, a couple on the chest, maybe a couple big patches on the back that say Union 209.
And Cachette also has the Pancor on his back, but is it like it's just on a like a shoulder strap? Because you don't go out in a place like this without packing at least a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
But walks up to them and is like, "Here for a meeting?"
Expected. Head on in.
Nods and heads on in.
And you walk in, and you've probably never seen anything like this. Because this is a legitimate historical building that is preserved. The interior of it is real wood. It is clean, and it looks like it's been maintained meticulously to be exactly what it once was. And in the center on the stage, you see that there is a table. There's no one in the audience, obviously, except maybe a couple guards who are ambling around and maybe some people who are, working on the side on something. Maybe there's someone who's tacking up some of the old wood, trying to, reset it onto the wall and that sort of thing. And the three people at the table kind of wave you over.
And Cachette will head on over.
Yeah, and you walk up, and the three people you see, the first one who reaches out to you, he actually reaches his hand out to you immediately, seems pretty eager to meet you. And his name, he's like, pleasure to meet you, Edvard Brix. And he kind of, he's got that square jaw, the fiery red hair with big beard going on. He's dressed in exactly the same clothes as the guards out front, Union jumpsuit and that sort of thing. And he's got a sidearm. Second person is Sarah Steen. She's younger. She's actually really young. She looks like she might not even be 18 yet, but that could just be that she looks young. She's dressed in nice clothes, fairly nice, like a pencil skirt and a sweater and that sort of thing. And she politely reaches out her hand, Sarah Steen. The last one kind of sits at the end of the table, and he eyes you up and down. He's an old man, very clean mustache. He's wearing a suit, an old style suit, one of those suits that when you see an old man in a suit and you go, that's the last time he wore that was his wedding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of looks and goes, Teal, just, and he doesn't shake your, he arms crossed. You don't need an insight check to tell that he is a little confrontational out the bat.
Yeah, and Cachette doesn't, push the situation.
Yeah. Kind of,
just,
they
shakes,
offer you a seat.
Shakes everyone's hands in turn, introduces himself, takes a seat, makes sure to, gingerly so they know that he's doing it just to take it off, not like, now I'm here, pull the gun out,
Bow,
but
bow,
like
bow. Yeah.
set it down next to his chair. Because it's,
Mhm.
you can't sit in a chair with a fucking shotgun on your back.
Yeah. Kinda. You sit down, and Edvard kind of goes, so I am to understand that are here for to help us with our situation. Apologies. English is not so good.
You're perfectly fine. If by that you mean the problem with all of the Nazis, I'm certainly here for that.
Yeah, and they all kind of nod. And Edvard is like, to let you understand what we are working on, it is a very difficult situation that we are finding ourselves in. We are currently in the district known as Concert Gemal, named after this wonderful building. And aside from that, to the east of us, there is Kinder, and Kinder is a killing, like sort of thing. He just looks you dead in the eye and just like straight up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Chet nods and is like, I also understand that the way that United Front is able to get most of their people is not through an actual belief in any of the nonsense that they dribble, but it's through their stomachs.
And yeah, Sarah kind of nods as well, quiet.
I have a possible way to fix that and turn their lands into the killing fields.
They all kind of look at you with varying degrees of interest. You can tell that Jesper, for his part, he's fucking done already with this conversation. Meanwhile, Sarah, she is paying attention. She seems very timid.
And Chet reaches into like maybe this is cyberpunk. He's wearing like what are they called? Trench coat.
Yeah.
And pulls out a schematic, like a long blueprint, and puts it on the table and unrolls it, and it is for the Mark II Meganon, the Meganon Type 2. So the other one, I described it a lot as like a suit of power armor from Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
This is more like a small Titan.
And Edvard immediately gravitates. Sarah kind of looks and politely listens. Jesper Peel, he scoffs immediately.
This is the Meganom Type 2. Main improvements over the other one is a new frame, makes it stronger. New, and like goes over all the specifications, and then goes, and I've already a pilot for this. Someone who worked with the Lady in Black.
At this point, Jesper probably says, war merchant. And he just kind of like looks and goes, good toy.
More than that. This isn't just me trying to sell product.
Your pilot made a bit of a mess.
That was an unfortunate situation in which the rest of my people needed cover in order to get out of I'm not at liberty to divulge, obviously.
Yeah, and Sarah kind of make me a human perception.
Yeah, I can perceive the human somewhere on the sheet.
Yeah, you can immediately tell the second that situation comes up, she gets super uncomfortable, and Jesper Peel fucking knows. And Edvard's like, please, Jesper, hear our guest out. He's here because we were asked by our good friend, and our friend has not led us astray before. He goes, no, but he did sell guns to the other side. He goes, and like at this point, Edvard is like, I'm sorry, please continue.
I am willing to, through my own coffers, build the Meganon Type 2, arm it, and hit the supply convoys that United Front has been using to get all of their K rations and water into this place, and bring them to you.
Kinda, Edvard is like, that seems like a very good idea. I like the planning that goes behind this. It is and he kind of what languages does Cachet speak?
Probably, I mean, Hebrew, English,
Yep.
probably Dutch,
Okay,
knowing that he had to be in this area.
if he speaks Dutch, he'll probably say, "Would it be okay if I switch to my native language?"
Need nod. I mean, he has an intelligence of 10 and a pretty high education.
And
So I
you also
assume-
were an international gun merchant, so
Yeah, so
Or,
also
not just
probably like
guns.
Afrikaans or Swahili or something
Oh.
like that.
absolutely, I'd say Swahili would be a safe bet. Central Africa and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think that he probably switches and he says, excellent, thank you very much. This is very helpful. So, the issues that we are having currently with consensus is that, well, I am personally fully on board for your entrance into this, but the others may have some questions. And he looks over at Sarah, who just like kind of like very, her eyes are a little bit wide, and she kind of slowly shakes her head no, as if like, no, I don't have any questions.
That Kushet is like, whatever questions you have or concerns, now is the best time to hand them out. And I will do what I can to alleviate any concerns. I know that
And-
I'm not part of your union. I know that I'm not from here. But we
Just-
are
Go ahead.
we are both the kind of people that would want to see a group like United Front buried.
Jesper kind of goes, no, I'll ask a question for her. What atonement is your pilot willing to take? And he
What
like,
atonement do you believe is necessary?
So, you come into our hall, speak to us, and you've done no research. Bodes well, war merchant.
I did not make attempts to presume in someone else's home.
Sarah would most likely like to know, and if not her, then me, how will you atone for her
For her what?
kin?
Man, I didn't have any time to think about anything like this. That's me out of character saying
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
also in character.
Cachette's
Um,
just like, oh man, I didn't think about that. Can I like take a session?
Yeah. Fuck. I'll be back in like an hour. Let's take
Yeah.
a coffee break. Man,
Yeah.
that's rough one, Chief. Oof.
Yeah.
The lady in black made people fear her. The Black Knight makes people fear them. Once we are done here, they will be gone from the city forever. And, on top of that, I'm willing to give you everything within my arsenal. The same sorts of things that I have been giving to Ingvar in order to secure my own safe passage through this place to you. My expertise as a mechanic, my expertise as a weaponsmith, in order to properly train your own soldiers in order to protect your territory so that no one else need die again. I'm not the kind of person who can bring back the dead, but I can make sure that it doesn't happen again.
And at this, kind of chuckles and goes, "May I have a word with the boy alone?" And the other two, very clearly respecting this guy. You know, you don't know if it's. I mean, with that human perception roll, you can tell some of it is age, but there's something else going on as well.
Right, right.
And they both nod, and he says, "Walk with me."
Cachette gets up and does. Leaves the Pancor there.
Yeah. And he walks you through the backstage where you see that there is an absolute fuck ton of guns. Make me a weaponsmithing check.
If I can find it.
Weirdly enough, they are all stolen Gewehr, and not in great condition. But a Gewehr is still going to hold up in not so great conditions. You know, German manufactured firearm,
Mhm.
that. And he walks you back through there, and walks you behind the building to where you see this big, shitty, muddy lake. And he pulls out a cigarette and lights it. And you smoke?
No, not for me.
Better for your health, war merchant. Kind of sticks
I-
it in his pocket.
I observe traditions. And kind of
he's-
taps at his beanie that counts as a yarmulke.
Oh, yeah. And he says, "And what about your loyalties?"
My loyalties are to the kind of people that. He takes a deep breath and leans his arms on, like, I'm assuming there's like a railing.
Actually, no. I think that this place is just a sidewalk, a shitty, muddy hill, and this garbage lake.
In that case, just kind of like leans back and is like, I did horrible things in Africa. Not directly, but I'm making sure that it doesn't happen other places too. Call it what you will, that I'm selfishly trying to make up for my own mistakes, but I care about people enough to not just be a simple war merchant.
And he kind of takes a moment, takes a deep pull of his cigarette. And these are old school cigarettes, too. Everything about this man is old. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he kind of raises up his finger and he points towards a divot shoreline. Says, "See that divot?
He nods.
That is where the lake used to be. This lake is Kadolarbri, means gift lake. Well, gift pond. Do you know why this lake is a lake and not a pond?"
Just gives him that look like, no, but I know you're going to tell me.
Shelling. The last time that we did anything to aggress or transgress together, shelling. The roof of this building used to be original. It isn't anymore. The neighborhood, and he points over to Kinder, which is just this big, fucking empty wasteland with a bunch of fucking, like, 1 to 2 story shanties all over it. And you maybe even hear a couple gunshots. That was called Kinder. Children. They put schools there. And he kind of looks up at the sky, and it's all, you know, it's shit. It's cloudy. He goes, "There used to be a jungle. As someone who wages, or whose wages come from the waging of war, you understand as well as I am what the wages of war are."
The things they don't tell you. Unspoken prices.
Her father was the one on the council. He died a week ago. And his chin is like just a little bit quivered. He says, he would have been alive if not for this damned war.
Cachette takes a deep breath but nods.
Says, I'm usually a man who is polite, kind, nice, even. This whole situation, the last few years, we've lost a lot. And I know fast death, one that is preferable, is slow for most. I am an old man. Slow is all I've known for the last 2 decades. And I'm a representative of slow. You understand trepidation.
I do.
Before I agree to anything, she'll vote however I vote. He'll vote for you. The only thing that I need to know, you understand. This will not end cleanly. And these are our people that are being caught, not yours. I admire your spirit, but I need you to understand this is not a playground for atonement. There are real lives here.
And that's exactly why I want to make sure that they're not going out into combat with weapons that will fall apart in their hands. You can't avoid war, and when it comes, you had better damn well hope that you have the firepower to make sure that the person on the other end is going to not be going home so that you can.
Kind of nods, pulls on his cigarette, flicks it onto the ground, kind of gently stamps it out, says, right now the amount of pressure from the east is unbearable. The only safe places that we have to be is Concertgebouw. That's it. Kinder, Roundabout, Norder Park, Adam Tower, all of it under their control. You put a little bit of pressure on Kinder, show me there's a reason that I want a war merchant in my company. From there, we can talk for real.
They're already afraid of the Meganol.
Fear feeds a machine. Blood oils it. It isn't until you've damaged enough of parts that the machine breaks.
The people who are fighting for them that are not believers in their cause.
The people who are fighting for them are desperate, and if they think they're a target, they'll be even more desperate. You need to show them that they're wrong, not show them holes in their heads. Take down hard targets. Soft targets are important. Hard targets win wars. I would know. I did some bad things in Africa too.
That is why I'm going after the supplies.
Kind of nods and goes, truck, and he points over at a warehouse, kind of on the edge. It's like really right across the street, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's big fences up and that sort of thing, but you do see that there's like this warehouse, and he says, munitions, a mile away from where we are. Points at the lake. Shells. If you can
How
deal
deep
with
is
that.
the lake?
And he kind of pauses for a moment and goes, 10, 15 meters at most.
I'll see how the Meganon Mark II should be, or Type 2, is pressure rated for 30. I'll see if I can't get some of those shells out for you.
Kind of pauses and says the damage has already been done. But if you want to make some real movements and send a message, that warehouse, if it went up, it would be a lot of soft targets with a hard target in the center. That would make an impact on this spot, right here where we stand. Material gain.
Consider it done.
And he's gonna turn towards you and hold his hand out for a handshake.
And Cachette gives him a handshake, trying his best to not, crush his hand.
Oh, and his, I don't know if you have pressure sensors in your hand to tell how, firm, but he's an old soldier. He's got a good handshake,
Good.
He says, good. We asked your van to take a drive around the block. Please, accept our ride back to your place.
I'd be honored. I know that it is difficult to move in these times.
Kinda nods, and probably we leave on the shot of you two looking out at Kadolar Breek, and we zoom out. We go back to the club. Now, I want to go to Lucky. Lucky, you have been getting slowly better. It's been a couple days. You've been awake for most of those days, right? The kind of thing where, you only pass out from pain every once in a while, and it's only for like 5 minutes. The classic. You've been through this before, though. You've almost died once. You've almost died again. At this point, it's almost routine, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, what has Lucky been doing to pass the time?
Well, I thought I was going to talk to Cachette before his meeting, but that didn't happen.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Lucky is just focusing on getting better right now.
Okay, right on. And probably as you're, focusing on getting better, you probably get a knock at the door.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure where she is right now, so wherever.
She's just in a hospital bed. You could
I
just. I guess that they'll just enter. I guess, unless. Do you want to be in a hospital bed, or do you want to be somewhere else?
She's technically in a light stage now. She's no longer
Yeah.
in serious, so she can be wherever.
Okay. So you so where would you be then?
I guess the hospital bed's fine.
Okay, right on. So yeah, as you're kind of in the hospital bed, you get like a knock on the door,
I
And,
mean, they can just come in, whoever it is.
Sure. Yeah. And in comes Felix. And Felix kind of walks in and he's like, "Hey, how you doing there, boss? Yeah."
Felix. Can you believe you're the second visitor?
He goes, "Oh, fuck. That's grim. I'm sorry to hear that."
No, it's probably a good thing.
Kind of nods and goes, "Hey, so I brought you a couple things." And he kind of sets down by your table. He sets down like a little box of chocolates and like some flowers, and then a really nice bottle of whiskey. He's like, don't drink that one till they say that you can. Normally, I am a proponent for bad drinking, but that's bad drinking.
This is more than I deserve, Felix. Thank you.
He goes, hey, listen. What happened, I can't say about. I understand not a lot of it. But I understand enough to know that I know you well enough that you're probably kicking the shit out of yourself in your own head, day in and day out. And I guess I'm just worried that no one has talked to you about that. Come to at least say, hey, I'm here for you.
Well, so I already kind of fucked up the last person who tried to do that. No,
He's like,
isn't around.
He goes, yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard from him. You want me to check in on him?
I don't get it. I just said I needed some space, so it sounds like he left the club.
Kind of goes, yeah. Yeah, I haven't. Okay.
Sorry, I'm in my head right now.
He's like, no, that's cool. That's cool.
How are you, Felix?
Oh, me? I'm all right. Ingvar's getting geared up for war. It's kind of hot, actually. I haven't actually.
Already?
Say what?
They're moving already?
Did anyone tell you what happened that night other than... Well, Cachette was in a pretty bad way. And he made an impact. And he and Ingvar, well, I know you were trying to get him to be friends. Well, they're definitely friends now. And he probably is like, I think he's in a meeting right now. And then, well, part of the other reason is, I was coming to tell you that Narco was going to be by tonight. I don't know if anyone let you know about that one, but he was going to come in and talk about the job.
I'm sorry, Felix.
He kind of pauses and furrows his eyebrows and goes, I mean, not to make you spell it out or anything, but sorry about what? I mean, I'm not mad about any of the... Listen, if anyone knows about mental health, it's me. Like, sort of thing.
For dragging you into all of this.
He kind of looks down and looks at his leg and looks back at you and he goes, listen, I was and probably still am a stupid kid. But I'm not going to blame you for that. Like, I could have walked away at any point. And if it wasn't for you...
I'm not going to tell you that you could have walked away at any point, because you and I both know how this game goes, she says, looking at her hands.
Yeah.
Sometimes
he's like...
walking away isn't an option anymore.
Kind of shrugs. And, well, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met Ingvar. And I wouldn't have these cool scars. It was pretty sick. Pretty cool. The chicks dig the scars. The guys, not so much. Except Ingvar.
I'm glad you're looking on the bright side of things.
He's
I
like...
hope you don't lose that positivity. We don't have enough of it here.
He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I will. Yin Yang Gang, bipolar, sort of thing." As he's just fucking, being kind of goofy. He's like, "Hey, listen, do you want to be there for the meeting? I don't have a lot that I can. I'm the messenger here. Not that I'm not. I also am here to give you these things and reassure. But also, they asked me to ask you about that, and I figured that would be a good opportunity. You want to be there?
Who's they?
Well, I guess well, it was mainly just me and why can I not? Yeah, it was mainly just me and Serum. Kind of wondering. Oh, by the way, uh, Mr. Violet's here, and he's gonna be here for the meeting, and he's kind of on the out. I don't know if anyone told you about that, but there's something happened. He didn't show up to a little meeting that we had, and I think that he's in trouble.
If Violet's here, I'd like to talk to him. As for the meeting, I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't think it's a good idea for me to step on scene and cash his toes so soon. If they invite me, that's fine, but I'll think about it.
He kind of nods and he goes, "Okay, well, I'll let you get back to resting. I will tell Violet that you want to talk to him. And yeah, is there anything else you need? Is there anything I can get you from the kitchen? I'm sure they've got you on hospital slop. I can get you from whatever you want."
Just need you to keep being you, Felix.
He's like, "Yeah, I think I can do that. You keep being you. Not in that way. That's not what I Yeah, I'll go tell Violet."
Thank you, Felix.
Yeah. And he's gonna kind of slightly awkwardly walk out of the room. And I think say what? Yes, Cash?
Can I go see Lucky now that Lucky's okay?
Uh
Oh no.
we will get there in just half a second, right?
Okay.
Because I want to check in on a couple other people. I want to check in on Computer King. So what is Payne Dexter doing at this moment? It's a couple days after the whole meeting that you guys had to talk about what you guys are in here for, what you guys are doing this for.
And he'll be mandated, the first person most likely to go to therapy.
Absolutely. So, Payne Dexter, you head up to the building. It's in Centrum, so it's not like too crazy far away, And it's a pretty nice mega building. It appears to be a multi-service mega building. And you go up the stairs and you see the directions to the area of Dr. Richard Galt, where there's probably this big motherfucker who is just about to walk out, and he's got like a big fucking gun on his side, like one of those pistols that's more of a sub gun than a pistol, like probably a 45 caliber massive kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looks at you and he kind of eyes you up and down, the Solo look.
I give him Solo look right back.
And he kind of looks and goes, "Dude's good." Kind of cocks his head and kind of starts walking out and like lights a cigarette and like Wilm's like, "Hey, you can't smoke here." And he's like, And they're like, "Okay." And yeah, the door is open.
Good, I get to go in.
Yep.
And sit down on the couch.
Exactly. And you walk in, and just to re-describe this office and our favorite therapist, Dr. Richard Galt, because nobody has been here in like a year's real lifetime. So yeah, the office is a nice office made of wood, or at least convincing enough replacement for wood. There's a small bust of there's a small bust of oh, what was his name again? Guy who invented cognitive behavioral therapy.
Jung? No.
It would be Aaron Beck. So there's a bust of Aaron Beck sitting on the back of his shelf, and he's got the nice wooden desk, and he's sitting there, and he's a Bob Rossian type person. He's got a nice kind of perm going on, very short cut. He's got the goatee. He's got glasses on, very thin, squarish, rectangle wireframes. And he's dressed nicely, casual, or like formal comfort. You know what I mean? The kind of like button-up shirt, jeans sort of thing. Business casual, one might say. And he's like, excellent. You must be Dexter Payne, right? And
Yeah,
kind of like looking through his notes.
That's me. You got it.
And it goes, all right, excellent. Well, Dexter, what brings you in here today?
Well, besides the fact that it's mandated, I just got a whole bunch of extra wear put in, and I don't want it to affect me too badly, so that's why I came in. I want the works, whatever you can do to make me feel better about all the lovely changes. I mean, there's a fly speck on the wall across the street I can see right out the window, for example. Strange things with my body that are going on now that I'm making changes, real good changes. I mean, these he shows off his arms.
Yeah,
These were good changes went on quite a while ago, and it's like I didn't need much more. I didn't think. Then people started throwing grenades at me, and I figure a little help won't hurt.
kind of nods and goes, yeah, occupational hazards. He's writing stuff down. He's like, well, got this cyberware. How do you feel about, well, have you had any violent urges lately? More so than, well, let's just get a baseline. What does a day in your life look like, Dexter? Is it okay if I call you Dexter?
It's okay. It's
Kinda not.
fine. Yeah, it's the day you get up, you go maybe have a nice little breakfast, see if you have any jobs that you get to work on. And if you do, well, sometimes it involves some violence, but I'm not necessarily looking forward to it. It's something I do. And maybe later on afternoon, have a drink or two. Uh, talk to my. It's a little odd because I'm trying to transition from simply freelance to working directly for one group. So not solo. That's a funny joke. That's just only them, and I think they'll be able to give me enough work, but I'm not sure.
Kinda, and first thing you can tell about this guy, I mean, he's a therapist. He's a great listener. You know what I mean? Like, he's straight up, the hand on his chin, kind of nodding, writes something down every once in a while. He goes, so transitioning from this private line of work to this more, or transitioning from this public line of work to this more private line of work, what spurred that on?
Well, it's easier to get jobs if you know exactly where to go and that they'll keep giving you jobs to do instead of having to go around and hunt for them. And sometimes when you're hunting for jobs, you got to take some really weird ones. I got a really weird one that I got to finish up for. That'll be the last more public job I'm going to do, I think. I mean, that's aside from my hobbies. I love film.
Kind of
That,
at this. Oh, go ahead.
and I'm just worried if I make all these changes, if I go too far, will I stop loving film?
And Galt, at this point, kind of pauses and holds up a finger and pulls out, opens something in his desk and pulls out a small shard. He says, "You know what this is?"
Not off the top of my head. What's on it?
This is Death Knell 23. It's a XBD compilation. And he kind of sits up and he goes, "Dexter, I've done a little research. Ever since I got the dossiers, I figured I would look in. I'm not worried that you're not going to love film anymore. Am I allowed to speak frankly?"
Yes, yes. Are you going to tell me that you're a fan now?
Oh,
He smiles.
And he kind of smiles back and he says, "Oh, no. No offense. It's just not my line of work. Nothing against you. No, what I'm worried about is that you're going to love film too much. I mean, on here, what they got from you, right, is it's the gas station. The one wherever you had to take over the hostage situation. I mean, flawless execution. Honestly, I haven't seen a solo run something that smooth in a while. And John McClane line at the end, that was really killer. I mean, yippee indeed, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I wonder, when you're doing all this, what's going through your mind when you're doing all this fighting?
Usually it's just survival, and sometimes when I get a few spare moments prepare for something, I like to try and come up with one of those quotes, something to say that's pithy and looks good in a BD.
Sure. And I understand that. I mean, and the BDs, they're good work. As far as I know, they've been pretty decent to you, as far as I know.
Yeah. And it's the editing that's the best part, and I got some good people working on that.
That's good. That's good. How often do you say you watch movies? Weekly, monthly, daily?
I like to make it daily.
Okay. Mostly action, typically?
Oh, I just run the gamut. There's action, there's horror. I mean, my favorite film is Casablanca.
Oh, he kind of smiles and goes, it's a good film. It's a good film to pick.
Yep, I call it the world's first bromance film.
He kind of smiles and he goes, "Oh, absolutely." He kind of chuckles at that and he goes, "But Dexter, I want you to understand. When someone gets cyber and they start to feel different things, maybe that they're not part of their body, or that maybe their body's not a part of them. What we typically call that is a dissociative disease. And a lot of people, dissociative tendencies, especially that are and including things that include violent trauma, potentially even head trauma, a lot of them hyperfocus. And the thing that I would be potentially recommending that you look out for, I'm not telling you to stop watching movies, of course not, or even reduce the amount. I think that it's a great hobby. But I might be a little careful that those movies don't become a little too real. It starts simple enough. It starts with a quote here or there, or, maybe something that you saw in a movie that you try out on the field. God knows I've done it. But it can end up in some pretty dark places if you leave it unchecked. Know thyself, as he kind of taps his forehead. And he goes, any of this clicking or resonating or anything like that?
Okay, I understand what you're talking about, and I don't see or feel that happening with me, and that's a good thing. I'm not dissociating.
Yeah, he's like, good. Now, remember, looking at these signs, because you are in here for cyberware, I'm not here to, well, I am here to psychoanalyze you, but not necessarily. you're more interested in the physical aspects. So things to look out for. If you start having flights of fancy, for instance, or perhaps you start having moments where you feel much larger, these manic sort of feelings, where you lose time. If you feel like you're losing any moments in your life, or maybe you get out of a firefight and you're trying to count how many you dropped, and aside from the normal chicanery, one might say, you don't remember
If you
how
start
many.
feeling like lucky, report to Galt is what he's saying.
He's like, and on top of all of that, I am going to give you a prescription, aside from cyclopine. And he kind of slides forward a cyclopine prescription. You know, he probably airdrops it. He says, that should be pretty easy to fill. Most common drug in the city. It'll be a little expensive, but I cannot recommend enough that you stay on a steady stream. Antipsychotics and antidissociatives are immensely important for the chemical imbalances that cyberware can cause. But I'm
You got
going
it,
to...
Doc.
And he goes, I do have one more thing. I want you... I don't want to say the word meditate, because that has connotations in and of itself. But have you done any active resting, for instance? Being in the moment, somewhere quiet?
Not really. Aside from watching movies. So you did not watching movies, you mean? Just
Yeah.
being?
Yeah.
It's not something I've actually done.
Kind of nods and he says, well, I think it would be good. And he kind of pulls out a little video and he sends you the video and he says, I can show you here in the office or you can see whenever. But on here is a breathing, I just sent you a breathing exercise. And I think that at some point, if you'll humor me, give it a try. Just no stimulation. That's kind of one of the problems. We live in this city, and this city is full of stimuli, right? Most of it is cheap distractions and that sort of thing. Even film can be used in maladaptive ways. So what I want you to do, if you find the time, try this breathing exercise and just sit with yourself. Set a timer on your agent for 15 minutes, right? Just try and be. I know it sounds hokey. Trust me, I've heard the bullshit that people like me say. But I wouldn't tell you about it if it doesn't work for me.
Okay. I'll try that.
Kind of.
Can't really hurt.
Yeah. He's like, unless you get a bullet in your lung and then don't do a breathing exercise. That will only hurt it worse. And
Good one, Doc.
yeah, he kind of smiles and he'll probably, and probably the rest of the session is just paperwork and stuff. But do you have anything else you bring up in the session?
No, that's about it.
Yeah. So he basically gets you signed off, gets you sent out. And as you exit, you see another clearly edge runner. It's a net runner wearing a fucking net running suit, which is weird for someone to be walking around in public in a net running suit. And she like is twitchy as fuck as she kind of walks up. She's like, "What did he say anything? Did he say anything about me?"
Nope. Not a thing.
Good. Just don't fucking. And then he just like she just like walks into the office, and it's like, Christy, don't you even? And then the door.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And I think from there we will cut over to Trinix. What is Trinix doing right now?
I don't know. I had the random idea to talk to Suzerain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And are you doing that in the hospital? Are you doing that like while you're eating some lunch or something?
probably do it at like eating lunch, and we're kind of just sitting there eating, and I'm like, oh, all right, I want to be completely honest with you
Mhm.
because I think that's kind of where we're at with where everything's going, and I don't want you to be in the dark of different things that are going down.
Yeah, and
Um,
she takes a bite and looks at you and is like, "Okay, what's up?"
brain fart, his name, so
Um.
that bodyguard dude,
Oh, Rainier.
Rainier.
Yeah.
So Rainier, so he's kind of got relocated, but before that, he asked me to do something um, for him to help Hacker Hank get fixed. Um, he wanted to find somebody, and I told him I would think about it and see what I can find out, and blah blah blah.
And she looks already a little.
Yeah, I don't want to do this because the person he wants. Remember that craziness in the street where that dude threw cars at us and whatnot?
Yeah, and her face kind of blanches as soon as you mention that, and she's like, "Chase."
Yeah, that's who he wants. He wants the tinfoil hat dude. So we need to figure out how to not give him, but I wanted to be honest with you.
Kinda. She's like, "Yeah, I appreciate the honesty. Why can't they just leave him the fuck alone? He's not their fucking test subject or whatever. He's his own person."
Yeah, I have no idea why he wants him or anything about it. That's what I was told. And then Lucky was supposed to find information out, find a better way, and then Lucky had her episode, and well, we had to make her better and him better, whoever's in there. It doesn't matter. But yeah, and I came to the conclusion a couple days ago that yeah, I'm not doing that because you and I have been friends for too long, and I can't do that to you at all.
And she kind of gets this really kind of warm, quavery smile, and she's like, "Thank, thank you." And she like really quickly gives you a hug, and then like gets back to eating, and she's like, "So, uh, fuck. So they're looking for him, aren't? I gotta."
Yeah, they tasked me to find him, so
She's
I
like,
haven't said anything to him yet, and I haven't talked to him in a couple days. I don't know what he's up to, but I don't know.
she's like, "Are you? Um, I see that you don't have cards, which is good. Um, do you?" Kind of pauses for a moment and goes, "Uh, could you help? Um, here, just let's go for a walk."
All right,
Yeah, and
take her tray of food and mine and go put it in the trash.
oh yeah, and she kind of gets you gets you guys outside, and immediately she walks to a bus stop to take you to the bridge towards Canal Belt South, right? And you guys ride on the bus, and she's like trying to make idle chatter, and she's like, "Yeah, I know this great spot where we can walk, and where everything is going to be, uh, it's actually you wouldn't believe the kind of changes that they made, out there after everything ran up, and she kind of is idly talking as you guys get to the bridge, and then finally the bus stops and gets off. You see the bridge, and God, Canal Belt South still looks like hell. It looks bad, And she's like, "All right, just follow me."
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll make this place look better eventually, but whatever.
And she's like, "Yeah, I hope so too." And as you're walking around, there are no bodies here anymore, but the thing that sticks around is the stains. Demo's probably power washed, but power washing can only do so much, especially with what happened out here. You're gonna need lye, you know. And they, you walk around, and this place is totally bombed out. There's still huge divots in the roads. These roads are non-serviceable roads. Only military vehicles could drive on them, and that's why they're torn up, is because military vehicles drove on them. Still see huge piles of cars and all these homeless people everywhere, as there's a bunch of destroyed shit. And she ends up leading you down an alleyway to like a back door. She's like, "All right," and does hold on, I need to find something to knock. Knock, 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 knock. I don't have any space on my desk right now. And the door opens and sees Suzerain, and then and it's an adult, and he sees Suzerain, and he sees you, and Suzerain's like, "He's with me." And the adult kind of looks at you and goes, "Come in."
Hi.
Yeah. And as soon as you walk in the door, two other adult men grab you and like slam you against the wall. The one who saw you pulls out some sort of device and starts waving it. He's like, and Suzerain's like, "You don't have to be so fucking rough." And he's like scanning, and you're hearing like beeping, and it's just like deep, 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 deep. Okay, he's fucking clean. And like the other two guys kind of like get off of you, and yeah, that shit hurted it.
Do I have the watch still though?
You
And
do
that
still
probably
have
should have
Oh.
probably dinged or something.
Yeah, the watch. You're right. Actually, the watch does ding, and they're like, "The fuck is this? Fuck is this? Whose is this?"
I don't know. It was given to me. If you want it, you can have it.
And they're like, "All right, fine, whatever." And they take off the watch, and then fucking one of them throws it in a plastic tote, and it's like, "I'll dispose of this," and wraps the tote in like foil. And there's nothing else on you though, I don't think, unless there's something else you declare as a bug on you.
No.
Yeah.
Most of it's just like medical stuff that I carry around. I
Yeah.
just remembered that watch halfway through it. And I was like, oh, that thing's gonna ding.
Yeah, you're right. That's my bad, actually. That was a while ago. And yeah, probably the other guy's like, "Who the fuck do you work for?" And Suzerain's like, "He's my friend." It's like, "Yeah, it's fucking great, Sue. How about you sit the fuck down? Who the fuck do you work for?" And like, you hear a boy, "Who the fuck are you talking to like that?" And the guy turns around, and you see him, the same fucking dude that saved you and Suzerain's life the day that all of that shit went down. He's like, "The guy had a fucking bug on him," and he's like, "He is fine." And like, you see this dude's eyes kind of go wide, and his posture kind of drops, and he goes, "He is fine." Yeah.
Listen. Okay, so I technically worked for two different groups of people, but one of them I don't want to work for anymore. The other one I'm kind of staying with because they're cool. They run out of a club and they're kind of cool.
And
Um,
as you're talking, this like grown ass adult who was like yelling at you and Suzerain just walks off as if you're not saying a single word. And the kid that you saw, he's like, "Yeah, no, I get you, man. Trust me, you're good." Like, and he kind of like looks at Suzerain, then looks at you and goes, "Matter of fact, man, I owe you a fucking apology. Hey, you want to come in and sit down? I got a beer if you want."
I don't drink. But yeah, cool. Um, why do you? I think I have to do the apologies. But
Mm.
okay.
He's like, "No, nah, man. Listen, Suzerain kind of told me about everything, and about, you two working together and how all that works. Listen, man, you seem like a good guy. I'm sorry I blew up at you. I mean, shit went crazy, and you did fuck up, but I shouldn't have hit you, and that's my bad. I'm sorry about
Well, looking back on it, I probably deserved it because my head was somewhere else and all that shit would go. I don't know. I'm
it."
young and new at this stuff, so I'm learning as I go.
Kind of grins and goes like, "Shit. Well, if it wasn't for you not having fire in your chest," and he kind of like, walks over and sits next to Suzerain and like kisses her on the cheek, and he's like, and she's like, "God, you're so fucking corny." He's like, "You love it. Shut up," sort of thing. And he's like, "So, why'd you bring him here? I mean, it's cool. It's just you should have like let me know beforehand. I'm sorry. I would have cleared out all the fucking hassle." She's like, "Well,
Yeah, so about that, I think it's because of the information I just told her and has to do with you.
yeah." And he kind of cocks an eyebrow and goes, "Ah, shit. They on to me?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Uh,
man."
they tasked me to find you, and once I found out who you are, um, I was like, fuck that. And so now I have to deal with all of their backlash. But that's my own personal shit, and I'll deal with it when I have to. But
And
I'm not gonna betray you.
I have a GM question. Are you telling him the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. He probably kind of sits and listens and is like, "Nah, man, you're good. I appreciate it. Like, this heads up, God, I've had to, okay. Okay, dig this shit. I've had to move 10 times in the last 3 months because of these motherfuckers. I'm getting sick of it, honestly. And the fact that they're sending people who are close to Sue after me? No, fuck that shit. That is some bullshit."
Uh,
He's like,
yeah.
"Oh, go
I
ahead."
I I lost priorities for a while, and I made friends with them, so they trusted me to be like, "Oh, let's do this task to help
Yeah.
you help us." And then I got my priorities straight, and I'm like, "No, I want to focus on
And
yeah."
yeah. And I think he's like, "How the fuck did you get mixed in with them anyway? That's insane. Same people who sent someone to kill you, you get mixed in with them literally the next month. How the fuck does that shit work?"
Well, okay, so the person that runs it is the one. Well, my brother was investigating him, and he killed my dad. Apparently, I think.
Hmm.
I don't know about that whole thing. I just went through what my brother had gathered, um, and his information. So I figured I'd go work on the inside, learn about what they're doing, and figure out how to get the information to help Hacker Hank get better. And and I don't know. I just kind of joined up. They gave me a little ID card. I got a
Can
bobblehead in my room. It's weird.
shit. Oh man, throw that bobblehead away. They are listening to you through that thing. Trust me, you cannot be too paranoid with these people. You eat anything they serve you?
Yeah, I thought about that like on the way over here while we were on the bus. I was like, man, that was a cool bobblehead, but I'm gonna have to like melt it or destroy it or something. It'd be
He's
kind of
like,
fun to watch it melt. That would be entertaining.
he's like, hell yeah. And he's like, trust, uh, he's like, all right, bring a bag lunch, first and foremost. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna be putting in that food, but just at a moment's notice, they're gonna turn that shit into fucking drugging. They give you shit, you don't fucking deal with that.
I mean, a lot of time when we eat, we go out to eat. A couple of times we went out to this one restaurant. That was kind of fun. Then there
Yeah.
was comforting. Well, I've been through a lot.
He's like, you been going out to eat? Damn, one of the scientists taking you or something? He must know what's up.
Well, it was the bodyguard. I am bad with names. Oh,
Uh,
so bad.
Rainier.
I think it was Rainier or something like that. Yeah, he wanted
Mm.
to take me out to eat.
Oh, and you say Rainier, and immediately his eyes go wide and it goes, they sent. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. And he, like, gets up, and, like, Suzerain's like, hey, what's wrong? And, like, he starts, like, immediately, like, hey, bags! And, like, fucking, you just, like, a couple guys come down with bags, and, like, he starts, like, throwing shit in bags. It's like, no, this ain't good. Fucker is probably right fucking behind you. Man, I am fucking dead. Like, sort of thing, as he's, like, throwing shit in a bag.
I'm probably that watch was a bad thing to bring. But anyway, I forgot about it. I've been wearing that watch for so long, I forgot I was wearing it. Um, yeah, he's the one that tasked me to find you, but I I don't want to tell him anything. Like seriously, I I'm gonna have to deal with that with my own personal thing of dealing with him, and I'm all
And,
right with that.
and Suzerain's like, why? Oh yeah, you actually told Suzerain. It's like, well, no, hold on, Chase. Uh, Rainier's like out or something. I don't know. Like, what's going on with Rainier? And like looks at you.
Well, one of them he got in trouble with one of the other scientist people for taking me into this other area. Um, so they reassigned him somewhere else. I'm not sure.
Oh shit, Rainier got. You're telling me Rainier assignment? Oh
Yeah,
fuck. Oh,
because
Rainier's. Oh,
he's in trouble with them because
oh,
they showed me things that I apparently didn't have level access to see yet. But it was really cool stuff. I thought it
that's.
was awesome.
He's like, oh, that stupid ass, dumb ass, big ass bitch. Oh, he is fucked. Like, sort of thing. And this, like, big grin on this kid. You know what I mean? And to re-describe him, he's kind of like a younger, super lanky. He's still got tinfoil on his head. Kind of roundish head. And like bright white gleam past his kind of darker complexion. You know what I mean? And he's fucking just like, this is fucking great, actually. This is great news. Holy shit. I don't think. Listen, you don't go from being head of security to getting reassigned. Like that motherfucker, he's gonna die in his sleep. Or something. A car wreck. Maybe he's gonna fall down a fucking manhole. I don't fucking know. That dude's dead.
What, for the second time? Because apparently it's happened before.
And he's like, shit's happened before? Huh.
Oh yeah, when we were out to eat, some dude recognized him as somebody else that he used to be, and Rainier didn't have a clue what he was talking about or something like mental reprogramming and analyst age. Like they messed with his brain to where he didn't have his previous life or something like that. It was kind of it's another rabbit hole that I haven't investigated further down, but it was kind of cool.
He's like, I wouldn't be surprised if that shit happened. I'm lucky I've got my memories. You know, There was like 30, 40 kids they just fucking threw out just because they weren't the right kind. And I mean threw out. You know what I mean? Like fucking, that's just what that shit happens out there. That place is a fucking ghoul factory. And the fact that he signed up to be head ghoul of Fuck Mountain, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. He's getting what he deserves.
Signed up? What the hell does he know that we don't? Don't think he signed up to be shit.
Maybe at one point they signed up, but then it got further and like, no, you can't remember all this.
Yeah, and he's like, he stops unpacking and like he pulls his clothes out and like one of these guys is like standing at the foot of the stairs. He's like, "Hey man, you mind taking my bags?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got that." And, like kind of grabs the bag and like takes it upstairs. And he goes, "Okay, we're good. So Code Red is gone. Big Bad Wolf probably in a ditch somewhere. How long has been you see him? What, you say 2-3 days, something like that?"
No, it's probably been a week since
Oh
I
shit.
physically seen him.
Yeah, nah, he's dead. He's super dead. Fuck yeah. You wanna know how long that guy's been chasing me? Whole goddamn year and a half. That's how long I've been out. You wanna know why they sent that fucking monster shit out there? Well, they sent him out to find me first, and then his handler died second. Fucking probably gave you some cover-up story or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
And he's like,
That was in the middle of that whole realization that I have a brother.
oh yeah,
So
man.
I don't remember much.
Shit, man. I
I
don't.
wonder if this will count as therapy or do I actually ugh, she's still gonna make they're gonna make me still have to go.
And at this point, he actually walks over to a mini fridge and pulls out a can and tosses it to you and goes, "Ah, fuck therapy," and throws you a can and it's a fucking PBR.
Eh,
Okay, gross.
Oh, you
Uh,
thinking the PBRs are gross? Rude.
No, she's right.
I kind of look at it and like, yeah,
Yeah.
all right, I'll drink it.
Yeah. And he'll pull out one for himself. And remember, this kid is like 14. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, he pulls one out, he starts drinking one. He's like, all right, bet. So, here's the plan, right? You're working that angle with Artis, doing whatever you're doing. You don't want to be an Artis anymore. I don't ever want to be an Artis either. Got a couple options. They know where you sleep. They know where you work. They know where you shit. All I can tell you is if you want to be out, you got to be out. And Suzerain's like, no, he can't do that. I can't do that. And he's like, Sue, they fucking know. They fucking know something's up. If they're sending him, it's because they know that you are and him are friends. She's like, I don't know if that's true. He's like, Sue, trust me. These people are fucking malicious, right? Like, we gotta go. We gotta fucking get the fuck out of New Amsterdam or some shit. I don't know, Belize or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know where my family is. Probably better that I don't, actually. And she's like, what? Hold on. No. This is going way too fast. And he's like, oh, Suzerain, the time is now. We are fucked. If they sent Rainier and then they cage Rainier, I don't want to know what fucking animal they're sending next. Probably going to be more competent than that big son of a bitch.
What
It's
if
like,
they send the top scientist, whatever his name was? Ah, I can't remember his name.
yeah,
The
you talking
dude
about
that killed my dad,
yeah, you talking about Dr. Jabbar Alphonse?
Jabara. Yeah. What
Yeah.
if they send Jabara to find us?
He goes, Jabbar Alphonse. That guy, if there was anyone so incompetent, he knows his shit and that's it. He doesn't know how to live a normal fucking life. He's a what? You said he killed your You said he killed your old man?
Well, that's according to Spate's report, my brother. Yeah, he narrowed it down that that's what happened.
I'm surprised he was able to wipe his ass the morning that it happened.
Well, all the documentation of what he's done was actually my father's research, and he killed him off and then stole his research for his own. The most of the stuff that is our teeth or the area is because of my dad, that he stole that stuff from him, his research.
Sounds about fucking right. Kind of like, you know, goes like, man, all right.
So if we remove the head and put me in the head, then we can remodify the whole format of that area, and maybe we don't have to run and hide.
He's like, you're planning on taking over Artis? How old are you, man?
17?
Not old
Why not?
enough.
Why not? It could be fun.
He's like, man, if they haven't already chewed you up and spit you out, that's their next move. What, you had Rainier following you around? That motherfucker was your shadow and your shadow just died? I feel bad for what the sun reflects off you. 'Cause that shit's gonna die next. And then it's you.
I'm pretty durable. I get it. I've heard stories of what my brother has done. I walked into a forest and then walked out free. I killed the king, but that was it. And then I walked out.
He goes, yeah, your brother sounds like a crazy motherfucker. What? You got that crazy motherfucker luck then?
Yeah. Well, I had to go get this. Wait, did I get the lockbox or my brother? Man, I can't keep this stuff straight. Somebody went and got this lockbox in the middle of this forest of these little cannibal people, and they let us live. But we had to kill him, the king.
Huh. And he's kind of like, huh. Well, you know? Kind of pauses and goes, Sue, you trust this guy? He's like, yeah, of course I do. He's the most trustworthy person that I know. Yeah, meanwhile, Cash in the background, what the fuck? And goes, all right, bet. Here's what we gotta do. I need you to feed him a fake lead. Tell him about this spot. I'm gonna move out of this spot. Tell him about this spot, okay?
So, well, yeah, that would probably be best because that watch probably already tracked to here. So you guys need to move somewhere else. I don't have a place for you because every place I know, they know I know. And
No.
yeah,
Don't even worry about it. I got spots. I got spots for
yeah.
days. So long as they're not gonna tear this whole damn town down for me, I got spots for days. These Canal Belt South, I grew up down here. Why you think you found me down here back in that time? Because I grew up down here. Kind of like. So you feed him that info, we're gone. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. Probably gonna put brass tacks to you, right? But
I mean, that's fine. Like I said, I'll face the consequences of my head not being in the right place um, at the time to understand what was going on. But yeah, uh, I'm willing to take the punishment for my bad choices. But everybody else will be safe. Um, yeah, yeah. I can do that. This will
kind
be
of
fun.
nods.
It'll be easy.
Goes. Now we're not gonna be able to talk a lot, and kind of looks over at Susan and goes, "You say you trust this guy?" And she's like, "Yeah, with my life." All right, Sue. We're gonna have to not hang for a little bit. Not, just I gotta get some shit figured out. She's like, uh, oh, um, yeah, no, um, yeah, that makes sense. He's like,
It's only temporary. I realize this kind of sucks for your relationship and all that stuff, but hey, you and I will get better friends, and then I'll keep you up in spirits until he's got all his stuff straight, okay? We'll be good.
Kind of nods and goes, "All right, all right. Hey, take care of her, all right?"
Oh yeah, always. I always have for a long time. She's good.
And would like you to make me a. What would that be? Yeah, empathy.
Make a what?
Empathy. It's one of your base skills. So it's at the very top. It's the very last one on the row, the emp.
Imp.
There we go. Nice. Kind of as he says that, he kind of looks and he goes, "I fucking mean it." And you feel like this weird, compelling feeling inside of you. It kind of turns your stomach a little bit. And it feels like just this feeling of if I am, if I let suzerain die, then I die. And it's like this feeling that feels outside of your own.
Yeah, I got you. Brainwave's same level of understanding. She will be priority
Yeah.
number one. Then maybe
He-
myself. Then I don't know. Too many people. I get you.
yeah. Kind of nods. He's got this kind of serious look on his face. And he's like, "All right, you mind going outside for like half a minute so I can say goodbye to my girl for a bit?"
Oh, totally. Where'd
Yeah.
that drink go? And I get up and
Yeah.
go.
Absolutely. Which then I think that as you walk out, we will cut all the way back to the club. So, back at the club, Cash, you notice something.
Mm-hmm.
You're up, walking around at the bar, and you see Violet at the bar, very drinking a drink, staring at his data slate as always. And Felix kind of runs up and is like, "Cash, Cash," and kind of like pulls on the back of your shirt, and is like, "Oh, or not Felix, Violet is, oh, yeah, you can, yeah, Violet's here. Hey, Lucky wanted to see Violet. I don't know if I'm gonna like go get a drink because this officially sounds like not my business anymore."
Okay. You know what? Get a drink for both of us because it shouldn't be my business either.
Yeah. And he's like, "You got it, sister," and like fucking walks over and like Pierre gets 2 drinks as if he had heard you say that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And Cash, what are you doing?
Oh man. Well, I haven't seen my wife, so maybe we're at the bar together.
Okay.
Yeah. And how close is Violet to me if I'm at the bar?
He's probably about like 6 or 7 stools away.
Okay, so like like over at Trixie, be like, I guess I have to go be an adult real fast.
Trixie's like, "You do you."
This is not me. This is the worst. Okay. I'll be back and I'll kiss her and go
Yeah.
fucking sit by Violet and take my drink and just fucking sit by Violet and be like, what are you doing here, man?
Oh, I am to understand that there's congratulations in orders. Looks like you're running and probably far more efficient than the previous boss. Congratulations.
I thank you. But that didn't answer my question.
I wasn't aware I wasn't allowed at the nightclub.
That is not what I was saying. I was just asking what's up.
I'm here having a drink, getting some work done. I'm
Okay.
waiting for the must have forgotten. He's like looking like confused.
You cut out on me and I didn't hear what you said.
Oh,
This is
he's
the
like,
way.
I'm waiting for the heist briefing that you must have forgotten. Like he's like looking at you like very like, isn't it obvious?
Oh, the briefing that we already had?
And he's like, oh, you had a briefing about the Kim plant?
Did we? Did we?
No. No.
Oh,
He's
okay.
talking about the meeting tonight that Narcos.
Oh,
do.
fuck.
Yeah.
Right. No. Sorry. I must be just a little bit confused. There was like this whole other thing where we all like met up and talked about what was gonna happen, and you didn't show. So kind of figured you like decided to 86 out of here, and now you're back, which is nice.
Oh, no, I was busy. What did I miss?
Not much, just I guess a change in power and a couple of tidbits of where we all stand now. So, I mean, I guess it really wasn't that big of a deal uh for you. Uh Lucky's doing well though. Lucky is doing pretty good, I think. I
Kind of
mean,
goes.
her vitals seem good.
Kind of goes. "Hmm, well, that's good, I guess." And like as he's like, and
Cash
he's
would know that Lucky's awake.
I do. I have
Yeah.
all of your vitals in my office. Like I'm watching you even though I'm not there.
I love the reaction from Gunner, which is just like, you motherfucker, you have my vitals.
Yeah, I've been paying attention. I know what your fucking blood pressure is like.
Oh shit.
So I haven't been visiting, but I have been actively peeking. Just trying
Yeah.
to figure out right. Because I don't
Yeah.
even know how to like address that. So that's why we should talk.
It's such a net runner way to do that though. Just like, yeah, I'm really nervous to go and talk to them, but I do have their vitals on my screen on the computer. Like
Yeah. Oh, it's even on my like agent. Like I can just pull it up and be like,
yeah.
her cortisol's elevated. This is a problem.
Yeah.
Like I fucking know any of that shit. Okay. Man. Well, I mean, I guess I'm glad you're here. Did you you wanna go see her? Or no?
Is she going to try and kill me?
I don't think she's I don't know, actually. I don't fucking know. She might.
Oh well, I was just one step away from making a certain trip to the office, so I just want to know where I stand.
You probably stand in the same place that I stand, which is unclear. Unclear.
Kind of goes, which, by the way, you would recognize that as a quote from the black box.
Oh shit!
Yeah, no, he basically went, yeah, no, last time I knew about it, she was about one step. So,
Right.
am I about to get fucking killed?
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
in that case, it's 50-50. I don't actually know. I'm not really sure. I haven't thought.
And
Maybe I should go have a talk with her first.
kind of goes, well, makes no difference to me. And kind of like continues to drink a sip
Okay.
of his martini.
Right. I hope you don't feel unwelcome. That wasn't my intention. It was more like we just didn't see you and we didn't know what was going on. And now you're here, and that's cool. And I'm glad you're here.
says, "I am always here to make money."
Right. No, yeah. That's awesome. Like making money too. Let me go test out the waters. I'll hit you up when I know what's going on. Okay.
Kind of nods at you and goes, "All right, thank you," and
Mhm.
he'll continue to drink.
Right.
And this man has a plastered veneer over every goddamn thing he says. He's
Yeah,
a little unpleasant to talk to,
he is.
on an average basis.
That was like there was not a lot there. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, so you're gonna go and see Lucky?
I'm gonna go see Lucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you walk into the med bay. Do you knock or just go in?
I'll knock. I'll knock. Are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
You're not gonna get an answer because nobody needs to fucking knock to enter.
All right.
You knock
fine.
and
There's nothing. But I'm gonna knock and then I'm gonna look at your vitals to see if you're awake.
which obviously she is, yeah.
Right. I just feel like, okay. I'm gonna pop in and be like, hey, how are you?
Oh, hi, Cash.
Hi.
You seem
How you
chipper.
feel? Super chipper. How are you?
You're the third person that's visited in 3 days, so
Yeah.
I suppose you guys haven't forgotten about me at least.
No, of course not. No one's forgotten about you. We just wanted you to rest and, recover from stuff. So, you want to get out of here for a minute?
Hmm.
Brian, that's a great question, and I don't fucking know.
Well, you'll need to go get me some actual clothes from my office.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I mean, like, what are you wearing right now? What is
She's
Lucky
probably
wearing?
still in the hospital gown that she's been in for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, I have a great idea. And I'm gonna grab some blankets because fuck it. You can wear blankets. I've done it before. No, I've done it. I've done it before. It's great. So, and they're usually warm blankets because they've been sitting in a warmer forever.
Toga,
Stop.
toga,
You're gonna
toga.
toga. You're gonna fucking toga, and I'm gonna get a wheelchair. So I'm gonna throw fucking blankets on you and make you get in this fucking wheelchair. Will you get in the
Not like she
wheelchair?
has a choice.
You don't have a choice. I'm not gonna let you have a choice. Oh, it's fantastic.
It's not even that you don't have a choice because you're injured. It's because it's Cash. She's gonna do what she does. Like,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're all like bundled up, and it's nice, and you look adorable, and you're in a wheelchair.
the woman in black is adorable now, apparently.
Yeah, you were always adorable, which weirdly I think we're the same age. So, because I thought she was older. I'm wheeling you out of the fucking med bay. Are you connected to stuff? You are connected to stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, you could disconnect that stuff. Most of it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, just fucking disconnect your shit. Is this important? You know what? We'll figure it out later. It's fine. I'm just gonna turn shit off and disconnect.
Actually, when Cash unplugs you, you do actually get a quick burst of painkiller, like hydropasal. Like, just like, whoa! Wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah.
You know.
Did I fuck some up? You're
I have
right.
a feeling when we get back and find out that she's not there.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Oh my
It's totally
god.
fine. She's not even that far from where I want to take her.
yeah.
So can I wheel you? Are you going to put will
Again,
you
not like I have a choice.
Okay, great.
Eh,
So
eh.
we're gonna go for a fucking walk. And
And where do you go?
well, I'm gonna take her down. Hang on. Who's in the Netrunner suite right now?
So currently, we'll say that Crumb Kinney is dwelling, and
Okay.
the other two are there,
Okay.
but they're working.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna roll you to the Netrunner suite. Not really to show it off. It's just because I want to go for a walk, and I'm taking you for a walk with me. But also kind of to show it off, just like a little. We're gonna go in.
Yeah, and you see, I mean, this is nice. She got you heard construction crews coming through, and you were probably a little curious about what was going on. But yeah, she's done like let's see here. Like it's nice, it's clean, it's separated quite well, and all of the net running stuff has been moved. In fact, there's an empty closet.
There's an empty closet. There's an extra space. That's cool.
Yep.
So how is this, do you like it? Is it nice? Do you like it? How do you feel about it?
It's nice, Cash, but you didn't
I-
bring me here to ask me that.
Well, I really wanted to get you out of the space that you were in because it feels like, maybe we could just, I'm gonna roll you into my fucking office and I'm gonna shut the goddamn door. Where's your head? I'm gonna sit down in front of you and just be like, where's your head? Like, who am I talking to? Is it Marcine?
You guys have had me on so much hydroclopine in the last 2 weeks, it's hard to feel anything. So I'd say Marcine.
Okay. What happened?
I thought you'd be more angry than this, asking why I ruined your wedding, tried to kill you, threatened to kill Trixie.
I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder. I tried to murder you, but I'm okay now. What happened to you?
What do you mean, what happened to me? It just...
When did you stop being you? And how many times have we interacted?
Remind me, let's see, so we got Cash during the dev.
Yes,
At
which
that
the dev was
point-
after the funeral.
Yes. See, the hard part about this, Cash, out of character, is
Mhm.
even if it was Marcine at the time, Marcine may not remember that.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's
So
a hard
maybe it'd be
question to
like-
answer.
Maybe
But-
it'd be how many times do you remember us interacting with each other? That might be a better way to
That
put
is
it.
a good
'Cause-
question.
Yeah.
I do remember one time. It was stupid.
What happened?
Don't remember the context, but I remember crying in the office.
Well, yeah, I remember that. That was wild. Like you were such a stone cold bitch, and then you all of a sudden weren't. It's interesting. That's interesting. We've made an appointment for you to see the therapist and start working some shit out. When do you feel like you'd be ready to go?
Well, out of character again, having talked to the DM about that.
Yeah, Lucky's going to be the last one that hits Dr. Galt.
So,
That's fine. That's fine.
Which, by the way, thank you for reminding me of that, computer. I was supposed to roll a die at the beginning of the session, and I just didn't do that. So, everyone be on your toes.
Yes.
But, sorry, continue.
Okay, well, we want to see you better. We'd like to see you, Marcine. Are you still going to go by Lucky?
You guys have my head going in all sorts of directions right now. Is it? Do you? I don't know. I don't know a lot of things. I've been sitting in a bed for 3 days now, and I still don't have answers for you.
I don't need answers right now. I just wanted to talk because it's been a little bit, and I just needed to know where
I'm
you're at.
starting to think people would just let them forget about me in the med bay. Some ways that kind of be nice.
Do you want to be forgotten about?
Be easier than trying to mend the broken bridges.
Okay. We don't have any broken bridges. You and I don't have any broken bridges. And here's why
Lisa's
you and
dead
I
because of me.
no, we're gonna
left because of me. Felix was the first one besides Scene to come talk to me. And that's saying something.
Okay, so everybody's really like nervous, I'm sure, to talk to
I
you.
understand, but
But it wasn't you. Like, it wasn't you that did it. You.
wasn't it though? You can't
I don't think
pretend this was
so.
another person.
I
Whether we like
can.
it or not, Sam is a part of me. Sam,
Mm,
I'm never going to be able to get rid of, well, myself. Whatever you want to talk about it, whether that was somebody, whether you want to pretend it's just subconscious feelings manifested into something monstrous, whether you want to pretend it was a personality disorder, it's still me. All of it's me. I'm not going to
okay.
try and shove the responsibility for those decisions off on something that isn't real.
I think you're in denial. I don't
I
I
think
don't
you want to
think it
see
was
me
you.
as better than I am.
Now, what's wrong with that though? I mean, tell me, do you actively do you want to murder my wife right now? Is that like a thing? Do you want to murder my wife to get your way? Do you want to murder anybody right now to get your way?
No.
Do you feel malicious intent towards anybody right now?
No.
Do you feel like you need to manipulate people to get what you want right now?
No.
It, it's okay to be broken. It's okay to be broken. It just, once you recognize that you're broken, you have to start working on getting fixed.
You came here to ask me about something else.
No, just that. Really. I mean, I just want to talk to you. I guess, I don't know. Any hard feelings because I tried to kill you?
I don't remember it, and even if I did, I just wish your aim were a little better.
I didn't want to. I mean, okay, no, I did. I did. In the moment, in that moment, I would wished my aim was a little better as well. But after you were disabled, it was just like, ugh, I'd rather just be friends again. I don't know how Trixie feels. We haven't really talked about you. That's not a thing we discuss. Um, but that doesn't matter right now because I need to see you get better. Like for me, I don't know. You just, even with all the bullshit, you just have this weird soft spot for you. And I don't get it. that it's there. So
I don't understand you, Cash.
everybody says that. Yeah, that was really it. And I figured maybe like, just get you out of this space too.
Maybe.
Just you needed. Do you want to walk around the club? Oh my God. By the way, Violet's here and he wants to see you. Or do you want to see him?
Felix mentioned that Violet was here. I asked to talk to him.
Okay, well, I just need to know, are you gonna murder Violet? Like, is that a thing?
Do I look in any position to do that?
That's a non-answer. That's a non-answer.
That's a snarky way of saying no. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to roll back a little bit of that snark because every time you're snarky, you can also try and murder people. So, where do you want to meet him? Do you want to meet him in Medbay, or do you want to like go up to the club? Do you want to do it here? This is a pretty cozy spot. I mean, like, I got a pillow out on the couch, but it's
I love watching Gunnar react to you speak because every time you just put out some shit that he's just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I know. I'm sorry. I've been waiting for you to get better so I can fuck with you. Sort of not, because this is also just me. Like,
It's genuine fuckery.
it is.
It's heartfelt fuckery.
Yeah.
It
And do you-
sucks when the moment you try to banter back, someone says, "No, you need to pull back the banter because the bad person did banter."
No, you can banter. I'm sorry. I hate that. No, you can banter. I'll be better.
It's fine.
I'll consider that.
No, you're fine.
Do you want an adult to hang out with you while you talk to Violet?
What the fuck, Cash?
Sometimes I
Jesus.
need an adult. Like, I'm an old bitch, and sometimes I also need an adult. That's what I'm asking. Do you want another person there?
I should be fine.
Okay, where do you want to talk to him? Yeah. You want to wear clothes when you talk to him because I've got you wrapped up in a toga.
That is what I asked for in the beginning, yes.
I know, but I didn't feel like doing what you wanted in the moment because all we did is stuff you wanted to do before. So maybe it was asserting dominance by accident. I'm sorry. I'll get you clothes. Get you clothes. What do you want to do? I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
You know, it's funny.
In the
Finally
building.
sitting in a room, I think this was the last thing I expected to see. You know, in a lot of ways, I don't know how to explain it. Thank you for finding the hints I left.
They were easy. It was good. You did good. Thank you for leaving them. Which is kind of another reason why I didn't want to like shoot you right off the bat, because I knew you were in there. It's just not at the wheel. But you think maybe we could like have a real relationship now instead of like me having a relationship with Sam and Marcine is just sad once in a while? Can it just be like me and Marcine now?
Sure.
Okay. I'll bring you close. Where do you want to meet this guy? Do you want to go up to your office? I will wheel you there.
No,
Like,
I
where
don't
do you
wanna
want to
to the
go?
office.
Okay. Do you want to do it here? It's a really nice office. Like, it smells new because everything in here is new. Don't look at the desk. I've already made a fucking mess of it. But everything else is new. Like, it's like new computer smell.
Sure, there should be There should be some clothes in the office.
Okay, I'll go get you stuff. And you can there's a bathroom around the corner. And you could change in. I mean, I guess you could change in my office. I don't know if I put cameras in my office. You might not want to change in my office.
There's one other thing.
Yeah.
In the back in a closet, there should be a cane, a real one, not whatever the fuck Sam turned my gun into.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look at that. Anything else you need?
Not at the moment.
Okay. All right. I'll be right back. And I'll fucking I'll fucking boogie up to your
Yeah.
office and get all of your shit. I'm fucking running.
Yeah, and getting getting the fucking getting the clothes is easy. Getting the cane is easy. And what kind of cane is this? Is this a cool cane or a medical?
No, this is the one that she got from well, her time in the hospital.
So this is a medical cane. All right, cool, yeah. And you bring her all of those things. And do you ask her to send in?
I was gonna say, so the only clothes you could find up there is a huge hoodie, like way too big for her.
Mhm.
Probably a white tank top and underwear and leggings.
Okay. You know, I might have some clothes in my office, but they're
I mean,
probably very
so
similar to that.
being completely honest, that's exactly what I want because this is very different from
Okay. Yeah.
being very
Okay.
different from
The woman in
normal.
black. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I love it. Yeah, you could, yeah, I'll give you your clothes and
Mhm.
I'll step out. I mean, I don't think I put any cameras in my office. Not that I would be looking, because I mean all that shit would be in the office anyway. Yeah, that got weird. I'm sorry. I'll back away. I'll just leave. I'll just give you your shit and I leave.
That's fine. But yeah. So that's what she's wearing now.
Okay. Can we
She's
call him?
probably moved herself from the wheelchair to a seat.
Okay. Do you want me to take the wheelchair?
You can leave it. I have a feeling I'm gonna need it before long anyway.
Okay. I just didn't know if you wanted to like assert dominance, and I don't know, how.
I
I don't know,
just want
man.
to
You're
talk with him.
okay. All right. I don't. I. mm,
Cash.
I-
She's
I
she's
need
she's
to
she's doing real
change
great
here.
at the casual thing.
Everything has changed, and I'm confused. I'm gonna go get fucking Violet. I leave. I'm
Yeah.
just-
You get Violet, and when you come again, he's like, "So, verdict?"
no sudden movements, and you probably will be fine.
She doesn't even have a gun.
No, I know.
know.
And he probably rolls his eyes and goes, "About as usual." And
I,
he'll
I,
finish off his martini and, set it, kind of tap the bar once and get up and go, "All right." And yeah, so you walk him down,
yeah,
you know. Um,
yeah.
oh, did Lucky move offices?
No, this is my space.
Oh, well, I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's the thing about Violet. You never know if anything he says is a genuine compliment or some kind of weird ass kiss or like some kind of
Yeah.
manipulative insult.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
the worst. I hate him. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
you open the door for him and he
Yeah.
walks in and you see, as if he had walked out of a time cooler, Violet wearing his iconic violet suit, walks in and sits down and goes, "Lucky."
Violet.
Do you want me to stay or leave?
You can
Out
stay,
of
it's
character. Do
fine.
you?
Uh,
Okay.
You can stay, it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
He goes, it's good to see you ambulatory.
Hmm. By the tone of voice, I take it you were sent a copy as well.
And he goes, no hard feelings. We all get sick every once in a while.
Sick is a way to put it.
Kind of says, so to what do I owe the pleasure?
Felix mentioned you were on the out here.
Oh, am I? I noticed. Is it because I missed the little... whatever it was?
Sounded like it was more than just little.
Just flip it about it. I don't say any of this.
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, what did you say, Gunner?
Said sounded like it was more than little.
Hmm. Well, Serum actually filled me in on what it was. I'm not here to build a team. I'm here to be, well, I'm here to be what you hired me to be, original.
That may have flown when I was the only person making decisions, but... Really, Cat? Really? Really? No, fuck you. Stop it.
What did he do?
He's fucking with my phone.
Oh.
And also my wax warmer because
Yeah.
yeah.
Just love it.
Burn eucalyptus,
She's-
kill the cat. Just
No.
kidding, we're on Twitch. We can't say that. I'm sorry.
No, stop that.
We would never.
I love my cat. Genuinely, I love my cat. I just think he's the dumbest little idiot that ever existed. It's fun
It's
to poke
weird.
fun at him.
So,
It's weird that he's not orange.
but
Mhm.
she'd say that. But Violet, you know how corporate landscapes change. This one is no different. I am not the only person you have to keep happy now.
Kind of pauses for a moment and goes, fair. I'd like to make it known that upon my hiring, I was not hired as a part of the team, however. And I believe I'm the only one who doesn't have a shareholder stake.
Yeah, Violet
Which-
does.
I
Does he?
don't.
Oh shit, he
Violet-
does!
Violet does. Yeah.
My bad, you're
Which
right,
is why
you're right.
I am talking to him about this because
Yeah.
it is no longer just a hired person thing. Trinix
That's
does
fair.
as well.
Yeah. That is fair. He's probably like, well, I guess fair enough point. Shareholders need to be at shareholder meetings and all that. Mea culpa. Sorry.
No need to apologize to me. I'm just warning you because I am not the one making decisions anymore. I know your value. It's going to be difficult for me to impress your value upon scene and Cash, she says, nodding to Cash, because, well, frankly, there's going to be some lost trust there. Is even if somebody says there's not, says looking again at Cash.
Yeah.
In real life, that's how this works. So, motherfucker, stop it. He's in the trash can now. All right.
Good.
Not good. Stop it.
Leave him there.
Cash, as you can tell with the black box, I had assigned some work to Violet to look not only into the Yakuza, but Officer Henzik as well.
And or has bore a few fruits. Not to interrupt you, please continue.
No, actually, I was going to get to that sooner than later. What have you found?
Well, Yakuza, mostly a big fat goose egg. I like to lead with failure. They are certainly keeping their cards close to their chest. However, I did get a communique intercepted between one general member named Varric, some sort of mercenary. It seems that they've cut contact with him, but the contract still remains open. Very interesting.
Varric, is
I
that
know
That's
who
your
it is?
sniper friend.
Yeah.
Shit. Who cut contact with who?
Oh, that would be cut contact with Varric. However, they're still paying him. Very odd. And
That's a
as a
problem.
refresher course, this Varric fellow, I did a little bit of research. Our local friendly mascot was sans one limb because of him. As
Our
for
our local mascot.
Felix, is this news?
Oh,
This isn't news
no,
to me.
you
no,
knew
I
that
think
the
about
black
the only.
box elucidated.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, that's right.
Yeah. And then he's gonna be. As for Henzik, well, that was an easy egg to crack. Complete and total toady, with his eyes set on being king toady of every other toady out there. Started as beat, worked his way up, went to officer school, decided that he was too big for his britches, ass kissed, found out that he was able, or finally ended up being a part of the operation that cleared out Central Station. You might remember that at the very beginning of the Red Eye conflict, most any station was murdered if they weren't there for the contract, or lack of a better word, liquidated. That's a better word. Then
So-
he ended up getting control. Oh, go ahead.
So he rode our coattails to the top.
Essentially, yes. Ended up finding his way to Canal Belt South, caused all sorts of manner of things that I am sure that, well, no one would care if it were released because it would all be discredited immediately by Demos. But virus
Like
bombing,
The virus
Say what?
bombing, yes.
virus bombing, and, well, more than a few werewolf squads unleashed down there, plus heavy military vehicles being south. He did such an exemplary job that he rumbles are that he's being promoted to assistant deputy director. And here's the fun part. It seems that his coursework is interceding with ours once again. Those problems in the north that our lovely gunsmith is so embroiled in.
He's headed that way as well.
Yep, looks like that's going to be our boy in blue's plan as well. Fix
Cash.
the Nord problem. Simple.
Of course. Cash,
Mhm.
I assume that it's going to be better coming from you than me. If you could let, I suggest it would be a good idea to make sure that Cachette knows all of those details.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, I'll immediately message Cachette, like everything I know, which was in this, what we talked about, or what we heard. And I don't know, Cachette,
Oh.
do you like say anything?
One other thing that you might want to include in that letter or text. If he ends up getting this Nord situation under control, he puts like big air quotes around it. Well, that's going to put him up to assistant director. That's the second highest spot on the food chain.
Oh,
If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's going to make a mayoral run before we know it. And he like rolls his eyes about it.
How hard is he to get to?
Get to? He's a public official, of course. Hurt? That's a question. Very. He's got his walls up, family lives in a White Wolf compound, and, well, he served on drug force. He's, more than equipped in his own right.
I'm going to use my internal agent to send a very quick text over to Jezebel
Uh-huh.
and be like, how much of this did you catch?
Oh, and Jezebel would be all of it, duh.
I know, you're amazing. Can you have a peek at how hard this guy is actually going to be to get to?
Sends 1 sec, and then literally 1 sec later, it's, yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time.
Okay. Okay.
White Wolf, and then she'll go,
Lucky-
White
go
Wolf
ahead.
Ice.
Right.
Lucky is going to
Okay.
make it clear. She's not implying that she wants this person killed. She just wants to know how hard this person is going to be to persuade to leave us the fuck alone.
Now,
Well, the thing about Cash I want you to remember is if you say, I don't think it's possible, and it has anything to do with anything Cash could possibly do, she's going to be like, but is it?
and side note, I think that Violet's gonna go, now if you had a wealth of information and the entirety of his transcript, including all of the scrubbed points, I'm sure that you could put together a fairly decent blackmail case. Otherwise, well, a bribe isn't out of the question. He doesn't seem like he's squeaky, but well, that would be one hell of a bribe, and with plenty of contingencies as well. I'd consider it closer to capitulation than I would an actual agreement. But that's just my take.
You are
This
just a wealth
fucking
of
cat.
knowledge.
This fucking... Come here. No. Come here. This fucking furball.
Mish. Hello, Mish. Alright. You were saying, Cash?
Just, you're just such a wealth of information. Is this like, is this your whole shtick? Do you just like go out and find info?
This is why Violet was kept around.
Huh.
And why I
How
value
much did
his
you get
opinion.
paid?
I got paid a fair amount. Could have been
Mm.
fairer.
I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah, you do have the ability to give him a run for his money. I mean,
Oh,
Jezebel
alongside-
may make him outmoded.
Yeah, alongside that, by the way, I will remind you one thing, and that is that whenever the war on Red Eye happened, he was pretty much the person who brought you every ounce of information on Luke.
Yeah.
He was pretty essential in.
Yeah. No, so,
Mm.
like I said, Lucky will vouch for Violet. Whether or not he's
A dick.
a dick or, yeah, you know, whether or not he's polite, he's good at what he does. And
Yeah.
I think of him just like I think of Serum and like I think of Decibel or Felix. I'm not going to
Valuable.
throw him. I'm not going to kick him to the curb just because he's an asshole.
Right.
It's a fair
I
point.
don't want
Right.
to kick him to the curb just because he's an asshole. Like I said, I don't really
Mhm.
make the decisions right now anymore.
He's proven valuable in this moment, which is really quite nice.
Mhm.
It's nice.
Again,
So-
Felix is totally a fucking... Out of the two that died in the fucking run between Skilch and Skilch and Violet, you would have hoped that Violet died, but because Skilch died, at least you've got Violet.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, this is great. Anything else?
No, nothing that I can think of. Oh, the Kim plant that we're going to be, the Kim depot meeting. I might have... At least I'll be pretty useful.
Did Mirror drop out for anybody else there for a moment?
Yes, I thought it was my
Yes.
internet.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's been doing that all night for me on Discord. I'm
Mhm.
surprised it took this long in the session. But he goes, well, the only other pieces of information I have will only be relevant at the Kim Depot meeting that we're going to be having, and I don't think I have anything private.
Of course.
Okay.
I think I'll just leave it off on Just remember, right now, Cash and Scene are the ones to make happy.
Kind of nods and goes, absolutely, and happy I shall make. I am available at any time, though you might find me slightly grumpier if you catch me in the middle of the night. Send me a message whenever. If you need any information, I'd be more than happy to dig it up. And my corporate contacts can open certain doors as well.
Cool. Thank you.
Because again, Violet is a corpo.
That's
He
right.
actually works for another company.
What was the name of that woman that she owes me a favor, sort of?
Magane Utwali.
Magane. I'm gonna ask him, do you know her?
Oh, yes. No, she ended up actually taking over a pretty large division. I believe the division that her husband was. I believe it was, speculations. Yeah, she, filled in that role quite nicely as, well, quite a few of these marriages, quite like the old nobles. You marry for power, not for love.
Interesting. Okay, well, thank you. It's lovely. I mean, I guess if there's nothing else, Lucky, do you have anything else?
No.
Okay.
I guess, well, maybe one. I apologize for the things that I wrote when I was not myself.
He says, and he's like already flipped out the data slab and walk out the door, and he's by the door and he looks back and he goes, I told you, Lucky. All of us get sick sometime. No hard feelings, just good business. And he's gonna walk out of the room.
I'm gonna shut the door behind him. I'm gonna look
oh,
at
he'll
Lucky.
shut the.
Oh, good. That's good. I'll look at Lucky and be like, that guy's an asshole.
Well,
Like, I
but we
get
need
it.
him.
Well, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. But fuck, dude, like the worst personality. Like, I have never.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like that.
I love that. Just the conversation after the narcissist leaves the room of like, God, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
So, I have a question. Oh, go ahead.
I was actually just a small thing for Cash.
Please do.
Felix asked us if I was going to be at your meeting. I told him I would consider it. I mostly don't want to step on either your toes or Scene's toes.
You want to be there?
Do you think it would be helpful for me to be there?
You answer my question first, and then I'll answer yours. You want to be there?
You're asking what I want when really I don't even know if I want to be awake right now, okay? So let's just focus on need at the moment. Do you need me to be there?
I think it would be very beneficial if you made an appearance of any kind, even if it's just for a little while. And if you get tired of being there, or you're feeling uncomfortable or awkward, you can just say that you feel like shit and you need to leave. It's the best out ever. Yes, please come.
Gotcha. And if anybody's worried, she says, pointing to the back of her left arm, you know, where there's still arm and not cyber. There's I have a hydrochlopine patch every 8 hours.
Is that the thing that keeps you?
Yes.
Okay.
Only need to change it once a week or so.
Okay. I mean, you want to double up or anything? You feeling okay?
I hope you never have to take this stuff, Cash.
No, I don't want to. I'm just trying to make light of a terrible situation, and I think it sucks. So.
You're better for it.
Depends on the day.
Tell myself that every day. I'm gonna, she says, slowly getting to her feet with the cane.
Yeah.
Gonna try and move a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk you back. I'm not just gonna let you fucking wander down the hall and then fall and break something. Like we worked so hard to put you back together.
Aww.
Bitch, you can't break right now. We got shit to do.
Yeah, that's the bad part. It's okay to be broken, but not right now. We've got shit to do.
No, like
No. That's
uh,
not against you. That is a fact of life right now.
I
Like,
know.
Wake up, Sam.
Yep. You dropped out, but we got it.
All I
wake
got
up,
was
Sam.
wake up, Sam, and we don't want that.
No.
No, wake up, Samurai.
Oh,
Yeah.
wake up, samurai. Okay, that's
Yeah,
better.
no.
That's
Wake
better.
up, samurai. We got a city to burn. Except,
Yeah.
I don't want to burn anything anymore.
Wake up, Sam. We got a club to burn.
No, I don't want to burn a club.
Okay.
Please don't make me burn a club.
Honestly, if
So-
Sam wakes up, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Like it's not gonna be you. I'm gonna be punching Sam in the face.
God. So, continue, Mira.
So, question for you guys. I would like to get to the debrief that Narco has. It is also late. Would you all be cool to stick around for another 20-ish minutes to do so?
And I take a 2-minute break to run to the
That
restroom and get
also
some more
does
water.
lead to the question. Do we want to wait and do that next time so that Daniel/Scene can be there for it?
Well, I want to introduce. You know what? Here's what we'll do. I think we will wait on that, but Brian,
You're cutting out real bad. We can't hear you.
oh God. Okay.
Is your
Is
noise
this?
canceling on?
Hold on.
Because that gives me problems sometimes.
Noise canceling is not on. How is this? Is this better? Are you getting
Mhm.
more of me?
Yeah, it's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Brian, forget about you. In fact, I've been thinking about you this whole session, being like, oh, fuck. I really need time to work in Brian's character. So, guys, right? How would you feel? You know what? Let's do this, actually. Give me 1 second. But have a compromise. Okay. Is it Mcia, right?
Yeah, Messia.
Okay. Mcia, you feel sphere. It is heavy. It feels like your skin is being pressed against your skull. Feels like your lungs are swelling in your rib cage. Your equilibrium is going crazy. You feel almost a little bit sick. You've experienced artificial Atmo before. This is the closest this is the only time you've gotten into the atmosphere of the brownish ball itself. As the ship begins to land, you see several people, maybe a couple people that you recognize but aren't super familiar with, like the guy, that sort of thing. But you see people who are getting ready to go about their daily lives, see their families on planet, go home. This couldn't be farther from the truth for you. You are leaving home. You are coming to the world unknown to you. Messia, as the space shuttle lands, and you see, we decided, as the space shuttle lands, and we decide Kilimanjaro, right?
Yes.
Yeah. As the space shuttle lands in Kilimanjaro, we get a shot of the door opening, and a crowd of people walk out, including the lower half of Messia. The equilibrium hits you on the planet, and how do you react to the equilibrium of the planet?
Missed it. It's gone. You're
Say
gone.
what?
You're gone.
I am gone?
But you're back now.
Yeah, we
Okay.
lost you there for a minute.
Where did you
Lost you there too. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
lose me?
Is it breaking up for anybody else on this internet or
Mhm.
just him?
Just him.
Yeah.
It's just him. Just her.
Just him.
Her.
Just her.
breaking up.
Just
Yeah.
her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Huh.
I don't these problems. Here, give me 1 sec. Okay, I don't know. I've been having.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Still bad.
It broke up.
I feel like this. I feel like this is what Mira was trying to get at. Messia, you step out of the shuttle, and you give each of us 10 bajillion credits.
Yeah,
Shut
that's
Yeah, you wish.
Hold
I
on.
mean,
Give me.
You're not getting a moon diamond that big.
Messia, you are our moon diamond. Smile.
Oh, it's gonna
See,
be
now give me
wonderful.
money. I said something sweet.
Oh my gosh.
How about if we ever get you up there, I won't shoot your spacesuit open.
Fair.
I want to go to space. No, I don't. Cash very much does not want to go to space. There's no Wi-Fi there. Like,
Oh,
no.
yes, there
Yeah,
is.
there's Wi-Fi in space.
What?
There's Wi-Fi in space. You have to be near a station for it to work, but there's Wi-Fi.
I mean, that's a honeymoon. Oh shit, you know what I just realized? Cash and Trixie never went on a honeymoon.
You're gonna go on a honeymoon to the moon?
That would be
Oh
adorable.
no, don't promise
Do you
that,
have
Amy.
several
You
billion
know what will
credits?
happen.
We're
You know
gonna
you
die.
do you have several billion credits to get to the moon?
I mean, I could ask the Zwede.
You know that Trixie's
We've
gonna
already
say
talked
so
about
much
how
for the
bad of a
moon.
person that is.
Yeah.
How bad of an idea that is, rather.
No, no, we won't go to the moon. I don't know where we would go.
Oh gosh.
How?
Oh, Mira is okay. Not here. Okay.
No, be back in a sec. I think maybe, hopefully. Well, I mean, while we're waiting, what about LA Tokyo? Or
Welcome back, Mira.
no,
Be better now.
yes.
So far.
A little bit.
Good to know. So,
Oh, much better.
where did I leave off?
You step out of the shuttle and hand us all a bajillion credits.
No,
Right.
not just fucking bajillion credits.
Did
No.
you
It was
say
10
Guatemala
bajillion.
or Guantanamo?
What?
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro.
Neither of those
So,
things.
wow, yeah.
No, wait.
Um,
I have to say it right. Kilimanjaro.
God damn it. So,
Kilimanjaro.
yes. So, Msia, you step out of the shuttle and you strange non-rotating.
Oh, great!
There she goes again.
She's gone.
Got it. God, motherfucker.
Got that.
Hold on. I'm going
Got those
up. I'm going to Rowan's room.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Quick, lock your door.
Oh, and just so you know, first class passage to the moon is only 7,500 euros.
That's not bad. I mean, would have to ask the Zweden for more money. Yes, that's a thing we'd have to do. No.
Piss off your cat. I'm pissing off Rowan's cat. Okay, so, may I use your headphones real quick?
It's better than pissing on Roman's
Thank
cat.
you. Them this way.
Okay. Okay. Testing. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Thank God. Okay. So, Msia, you step off and you feel the gravity of a non-rotating platform for the first time.
You feel the gravity.
How do you?
Bajillion credits. In your
No, not a
pockets.
bajillion credits. How do you react to this gravity?
It's like a little nauseated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh.
And
Yeah, and she finds a railing just. Bleh.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, and as you're kind of like throwing up, let's actually get a description of what Msia looks like.
Let's see, it's about 5'9". Sort of a medium brown complexion with slight Asian features. Hairs is like in a massive natural sort of dreadlocks.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she is wearing actually her skin suit because she doesn't know what you wear down here. So it's like, so it's a very tight fitting suit that's used by most spacers when they travel from place to place to place.
Oh yeah, and I think as you're kind of throwing up, someone comes up and is like, "Hey, are you all right?"
Where are the buildings that belong up there? Oh, Jesus.
And
This,
he's like, "Oh shit, are you like a legit like born and bred angel?"
yeah.
Well, did it hurt
Oh.
when you fell from heaven?
Oh.
God, get out of my room.
No, this is totally a douchebag that's literally hitting on Messiah right now. Like, you're throwing up, and he's like, "Did it hurt?" Like,
Gross.
yeah.
She reaches back to like the travel bag she has, opens up a little flap, and pulls out her one gun. It's like,
Oh, he looks and goes, "Shit, whoa, hold up. All right, I'm leaving.
just,
I'm good."
yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't
And-
know if it would work well down here, but hey,
Mhm.
it's something.
Yeah.
She puts back.
And I think probably as you put it back, we see some things ruffle around. And maybe as you look, perhaps we look over your shoulder and we see kind of as you look through the area in your bag, still kind of wiping your mouth from throwing up over the railing, we see one thing. It's a small logo, and the logo says Zenith Diagnostics, proudly housed in New Amsterdam. And we are going to cut there for the night. Now, I am probably not going to be a part of sign offs because my whole shit is fucked. So I am going to entrust Gunner to run the sign offs for me. Por favor, if you would not mind, my friend.
Yep. Sign offs now.
Oh
We'll see you later.
Yeah, right?
I can do
Oh,
that.
that was good, Computer King.
Oh, I missed it.
All right.
sign
Let's
off now and
start
see you
with
later.
actually, yeah. Let's start.
Thank you, Rowan, of course.
God. All right. Let's start with Computer King.
Hello, I'm the Computer King, supervillain of streaming, and yeah, I went to therapy not because I was worried I would be too violent or become a danger to my friends or myself, but because I didn't want to not feel that swell of joy when I see Louie and Rick walk off into the sunset together. Up on tomorrow, I should be in. I believe tomorrow is the Immortal War. Rowan?
Yes.
Yes, playing Nagashita, where I'm going to be sneaking a very suspicious sword into the home of offense, and hopefully that'll work out well. And every other Friday, I'm in Yakshas playing John Howler Zulu, who has big monkey mech and might have a small monkey mech too once he gets one finished. And then he'll have a Diddy Kong to go with his King Kong. And no, there's not going to be a Donkey Kong. I don't think so.
Why not?
You need a Donkey Kong.
Because
You gotta
it's-
round out the set.
to round out the set.
Well, yeah, we've already decided that whenever your reloading banana gets used, that there has to be a oh banana.
True.
Or fucking anytime you tell King to do something, he has to go yeah okay.
Well, maybe I'll have a Chunky Kong and he'll die.
No.
Chunky's dead.
That's fuck. What was his name? Montoya. And then there's Montoya. He's dead.
Come
Nice.
on.
And on Mondays, I'm in Shardverse 90210 or whatever number, bunch of numbers it is, playing Lollipop, who, well, he talked them into using this ancient artifact to maybe try and get rid of the swarm, but it turns out it gives people the big sad, and probably is sucking everyone's soul out when they use it for big things. Unfortunate. I guess he'll have to be very, very far away when they use it. So that's all I got. Who's next?
Alrighty. I think we will move on over to Brian.
Hello, I'm Brian. I sort of had my new character introduced after many technical difficulties. But yes, I'm playing Meza Osaka. She is a Bantu Japanese mix and has lived in space all her life until recently. And this is not a fun experience. This is the opposite of what other people feel when they go up. This is what I feel when I come down. But yes, it's going to be an interesting little story arc. But yeah, that should be fun. You can this. Okay, now even I lost track. Is it Saturday or Sunday
This
weekend?
this Saturday is the Doctor Who.
Okay.
Sunday is Gloomfall.
Thank you. So this Saturday you can find me in Doctor Who game. Should be fun. Don't know if you guys played last week, but definitely, or the last time, but definitely going to get into that. Sunday I run Gloomfall D&D 3.5 story, where everybody's in the Underdark. No nobility and notoriety.
Nobility notoriety is every other Tuesday, so not this coming, but the one after.
Okay, so yeah, I'll be in that when that happens, and that brings us back to here. That's it.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's go just the next one over. Let's go, Amy.
Hello, I'm Amy Gedden, and today I played Cash, and it was a Hallmark movie, and it was delightful. And I missed Lucky, but I always miss Lucky. And tomorrow I'll be in the Immortal War, and then nothing. And then back at Over the Horizon on Wednesday next week. Next week. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, real quick. I have this deal going on my shop. If you go to hypegraphics.co and you use code fruitcake,
Fruitcake?
fruitcake, you can get 10% off of all the stickers. That's the
Oatmeal.
thing. And it's also free shipping for orders of $25 or more. So, make some cool shit, buy some
Remember,
cool
folks, that's
shit.
that's code fruitcake. FRUITCAKE.
Fruitcake. It's good shit. I don't know how I feel about fruitcake. I am a fruitcake. Okay, that's me. That's everything.
Okay. Yeah, let's go down and over. Let's go, Rowan.
Hi ho, friendos. My name is Ron the Resident Network. Got me here today playing Cachette, who had to do some business deals today, and all I can say is I was told that White Wolf was going to stay away, so you promised you would stay away, and then Mira, the DM, goes, I lied.
Yes.
So that'll be fun to deal with. I'm probably just gonna save the ATGM until Officer Henzik walks in the room and is like, hey, I'm Officer Henzik. I don't know what I sound like. And then I'm just gonna blow him up. You can also catch me here tomorrow, where, yes, I will be running the Immortal War. It's a homebrew L5R game where samurais do samurai things. And every other Friday, we have Yakshas, where a bunch of people and a bunch of mechs do some war criming. Because technically it's not a war crime if the UN really is, well, it is a thing, but it's not really a thing, and also if you're not at war. Then it's just a crime against humanity. You can also catch me here on Mondays in Fire Shrike Shardverse 1337, where I play two characters that no one listens to. Then you can find me here on Wednesday, where I play another character that kind of gets listened to when they're being scary, when I play Sanel in Over the Horizon, who, I think we activated a Scooby-Doo trap or something, and we're all gonna get trapped in this cave with the fucking B squad that we have to rescue again. This better not start becoming a thing.
Which one is B squad and which one is C squad?
C squad would be the Renegades. B
Yes.
squad is
The Gilded Claw.
the Gilded Claw. I almost said the rich assholes.
What if we are the B squad, though?
Oh, fuck no. We're the only ones who haven't fucked up yet.
I mean, the Renegades haven't fucked anything up yet.
John's gonna get his face eaten. Let's be real. I'm gonna eat his face.
No, I said the Renegades, not John.
Well,
On
John
that note, that's it.
speaks for
Me.
everyone.
Why? He's not the leader of the Renegades, not anymore.
He was, and it was enough for my character to eat his face.
So,
The whole
sorry, continue, Rowan.
Oh no, that was it. That is
All
it for
right.
me.
And last but certainly not least, FICO. Go ahead, Scott.
Okay, so I'm Scott. I played Trinix, and I came to the conclusion that she's been a friend. So I was honest with her. That's what I did. Okay, let me in. Today's Thursday, not Friday. Saturday, I'm the game master of the Doctor Who Adventure in Time and Space. It's a really fun game. Yes, we had the first session. They blew up the TARDIS, and then they fixed the TARDIS. Well, they didn't blow it up. It left a different universe and doesn't function, but they fixed it. It'll be all right. And then on Sunday, we got Gloomfall, which I don't remember anything. I did a sermon, got some followers, and people are showing up. And then on Monday, we got the Shardverse thing where, hey, I got to test out a new weapon. It was cool. I was told to stop, and I didn't stop because you can't have one string of data to make a corrective conclusion. So I did a second string. I had a reason. Plus, I'm not a military person. I'm just here to have fun and heal people. And I think that's all I'm in. Yeah, that's it.
All right. And I guess that brings it to me. Hello, everybody. My name is Sarah Smith. Today, I decided not to run New Amsterdam. I could always run New Amsterdam if I wanted. I know Mira's probably listening in the background going, "You said what now?" And I said, "You know I'm joking." But our lovely DM Mira is here on Thursdays running this game. She is also in Fridays. She is also on Sundays. She is on Mondays. This coming Tuesday, yes? No,
every other Tuesday.
Every other
Not, it's
Tuesday.
not this one.
So not this one, but next one.
Yeah.
I'm unimportant. I'm real unimportant. So oh, if you guys checked us out on Twitch and you want to find us on YouTube, you can find us on YouTube in the link down below. If you're finding us on YouTube and want to find us on Twitch, you can do that as well. I believe it's down below on YouTube as well. And if you're in both places and want to find us on Twitter, as long as that great garbage patch in the sky is still around, you can find us there as well. Other than that, I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and get out of here on Nostrovia. So,
Nostrovia.
I'm gonna eat John's face. Nostrovia.